let's start. Oh boy. Alright, let's start. What are we doing? Nothing much. Okay. Let's just start by talking to Emma. Emma, was it? So you're a scientific investigator? Yes, that's right. Is something wrong? No, it's just you seem kind of jumpy. Or maybe just young? Young? I'll be 16 years old this year. Oh, I see. Wait, only 16? I'm set to be formally assigned to forensics in 3 more years. Merck is becoming quite well known, at my age no less. So what exactly is your current position then? Well, legally speaking, I guess you'd call me an 11th grader. But I'm ready to do my job, at my age no less. Great, another future professional in training. 16? What the hell? So what's this about a case? You said the trial's tomorrow? My sister didn't do it. She wouldn't stab someone with a knife. She wouldn't. So it's a murder case. I don't know. I don't care if there's a witness who saw her do it. She didn't do it. I know she didn't do it. It's a scientific fact. And there's a witness. Just talk to her. You have to talk to her. Right, I suppose I will. I promised I'd bring, Maya Fey, but... Or Mia. Sorry. That's interesting. How would you know Mia? Well, we'll find that out soon enough. So you want to be a scientific investigator when you grow up then? Excuse me? I'm not a child, I'll have you know. So, it's good to have a goal, albeit a very unusual one. I believe investigations should be done scientifically. Don't you? Yeah. Sure can't fault her for a lack of enthusiasm. If this case is handled scientifically, I'm sure my sister's name will be cleared. Your sister? We're doing research, you know. Developing a new scientific method of case investigation. I'll show you when I'm done. Forward to it. Guess I should get down to the detention center and talk to her sister. Yeah, before I do, let me ask her this. My sister asked for Mia specifically. This Mia Fey person was a few years below her in school. So they went to the same school, huh? She always told me to go to Mia if I ever needed a defense attorney. And, well, I need one. Incidentally, Mia is a woman. Now that you mention it, I guess it is more of a woman's name than a man's. Well, it's nice of you to help your sister out like this. You must be close. Well, actually, when she gets like she is now, I kind of hate her. Huh? But she's my only family. Only family? What about your parents? They died in a car accident when I was little. Oh. I'm sorry. Yikes. Well, what do you know? A sister accused of murder and another sister needs help. That sounds familiar. Alright, let's move to the detention center and see what's up. I wonder what's wrong with Emma. She got quiet all of a sudden as soon as we arrived. Guard, I thought I told you I didn't want visitors. Sorry, ma'am, it's just your sister. No excuses. Did you not want a raise this year, understood, ma'am. What was that all about? Oh, that's a weird way to sit down on a chair. Hi, Lana. Funny. I seem to remember specifically telling you not to come here. Perhaps my memory is failing? Look, I didn't want to come here either, okay? But your trial's tomorrow and you still don't have a defense attorney. I'll be the one in court tomorrow. This has nothing to do with you, Emma. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? That was funny. Hey, how do you know me? Mia mentioned you. I've heard quite a bit. I'm sorry. What exactly is it that you do? My name is Lana Sky. I'm chief prosecutor for this district. You're a prosecutor? Interesting. Two sisters, one a lawyer. Could this be a coincidence? It's a pretty big coincidence. Emma, Lana. I mean, they're just like Mia and Maya. Wow, what a coincidence. Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Probably. There's something you should know from the start. Which is? The suspect in this case has confessed to the crime. Huh? Wait, but the suspect is me. I did it. Well, Mr. Wright? Well, why don't you begin by telling me exactly what happened? The crime took place yesterday, February 21st at 5:15 p.m. It's quite specific. It was in the witness's deposition. The witness clearly saw me committing the crime. Hi, that was a bit of bad luck, wasn't it? The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. Prosecutor's office, huh? Your subordinate's car trunk? Classy. I was arrested on the spot, caught red-handed as it were. That's just great. The victim, an investigator with the police department. I suppose the correct term is detective. A detective? Death was due to a loss of blood. Stabbed once in the stomach. By you? Death wasn't immediate, but the wound was fatal. I see. Allow me to repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective. What that means, don't you? Uh-oh. What, Mr. Wright? What does it mean? Well, it means the police department will consider it a matter of pride to have me found guilty. They will use any means at their disposal to do so. This case gets worse and worse with everything I learned. Yo, it's Jordan. What's up, man? How's it going, dude? Prosecutor? That is correct. I'm responsible for overseeing every trial handled by prosecutors in this district. Make sure the prosecutors have what they need to do the job and manage every aspect. Those are my responsibilities in a nutshell. It's an awfully large nutshell. Just hanging out, waiting for my shift to start. Thought I'd stop by. I see. That's cool. Hope that goes well. Thanks for stopping by. It's been a while. Let's see, still a little surprised. I would think you'd recognize the district's chief prosecutor, Mr. Wright. In fact, it seems impossible you wouldn't. Lana? What happened to your hand? Oh, this. I cut myself by accident. I stabbed it, that is. Huh? I'm not very good at being a criminal, I suppose. Am I supposed to defend this? They changed the subject. Wait, she was in the class ahead of Mia, wasn't she? You were in school with Mia, correct? A few years above her? Emma told you that too, did she? Well, why not? You did drag him all the way here from his office. Although it seems he has very little in common with, Mia. Hey, so, I mean, no need to compare people like that, damn. It was in law school. I was in my 3rd year and she was, auditing the class. I think that's how you pronounce it. She was different than the other students. Different. She was strong. She'd do anything to become a defense attorney. Anything. That was probably why she was attracted to me. Excuse me? Oh. Intellectually attracted. Lana was top of her class in school. Oh. Well, there goes, you know, it could give me the wrong idea there. That was the best there was. Oh. I was doing pretty good in school too, by the way. Sounds a bit different when Emma says it. Well, Mr. Wright? Excuse me? As you can plainly see, I am admitting my guilt. I think it's safe to say there's no way you can take this case. None. But, Lana... Why? Why are you doing this to me? You never think of anyone but yourself. I know you didn't do it, Lana, I know. So how can you say you did? If I lose you, I'll be all alone. I hate you, Lana. Ah, damn. Mr. Wright? Yes? I believe our discussion here has ended. The rest, I leave to you. You mean you're requesting my services as your defense? Don't lose any sleep over it. Your client has confessed after all. The case is over. Right. I'll do what I can to get the bottom of this. Or get to the bottom of this. Oh. Lana has confessed to the crime, yes, but something doesn't fit. It's that look in Emma's eyes. There's something else going on here. I'm going to find out what. Oh boy. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. Huh? About what? My sister. She's not always like that, you know. I just never expected to be defending another prosecutor again. She's changed a lot. She used to be so gentle, always smiling. Everybody liked her. I see. Sorry, but I'm having trouble imagining that. What happened to her? I don't know for certain myself. I think maybe she... Well, maybe not. Sounds like there's something there that defies a simple scientific explanation. Let's go check out this underground parking at the prosecutor's office, shall we? Okay. And with that, let's go investigate. So this is the lot where it all happened. Looks like they're still investigating. Only that my first visit to the prosecutor's office should be like this. Hey everyone, keep up the good work. Hey, what are you thinking? Oh, they are going to be my coworkers 3 years from now after all. No harm in saying hello. Actually, there is. You know attorneys aren't supposed to examine crime scenes? I'm trying to not stand out too much here, see? Hey there. You expecting to go unnoticed here, partner? Partner? Oh, look, we got music. What do we have here? Looks like a Bambina got loose from the ranch and it's up to no good. Folks gotta learn to keep them doggies tied down, partner. Mr. Marshall. Is he shaving himself with his knife? Marshall? It's more like a sheriff to me. Look at here, Bambina. I know how you feel. But this is my gang's gold strike, see? Strike? This is our claim, our territory. A mother lode of evidence. If you're fixing to mess with what's ours, you'll regret it, partner. You know what dreams the cacti out in the desert dream? You know what? You know what dreams the cacti out in the desert dreams? You want to? What's this guy talking about? Yo, that's literally what I'm thinking. What? I have no idea what that sentence even meant. Get along home now. Happy trails, Bambina. What the heck is that? I think it's a Bambina. Was that a hombre a friend of yours? Kind of, sort of. Yeah, he's a detective. Who thinks he's a sheriff from the Wild West, it seems. Okay then. That was quite an experience. Oh, John looks like spilled water. It's heavy, I can't even budget. Budget? The drum over here is on its side. Wait, I know. I'll hide in here and do a stakeout. I think you'll probably just get arrested. In fact, you may not even have to hide in the drum to get arrested. What? I'm not suspicious. She's like, I ain't no sussy. This wall is in our way. It's got a faucet for water. Wait, I know. This wall is merely a facade hiding the truth. But this is no wall, but a water tank. I fail to see how it makes any difference either way. This is the type of interactions that make this all worth it. Here, a phone. See if it works. Hey, don't touch stuff we don't need to be touching. I can't hear anything. My ears! No, my ears! Maybe it's due to the barometric pressure. What is she babbling about? Hey, what did you just say? See, you can hear just fine. The phone's broken. Did she think her ears were damaged? Aha, ladder. That's a step ladder. What's the difference? Scientific terms, please. Scientific? Huh? Look at the basic nature of things, Mr. Wright. This all seems so horribly familiar somehow. Let's see. Look, a door. This must mean something. I'm not sure that doors mean anything. No, it won't open. A mysterious lock. I fail to see what's mysterious about it. Mr. Wright, you need to learn to enjoy life more. Let's finish our investigation first, shall we? Look, a stylish glass-walled room. Very nice. You could see the whole parking lot from in there. It says security. Perhaps it's a cafe. Huh? Cafe security. Yeah, that must be it. Let's check it out later. I hate to break it to you, but I think that's probably just a security guard office. You know, I scored a 97 on my science test the other day. Too bad they don't have a test for common sense. God, what is with these interactions? This is where the cars leave the lot. The arrow on the ground makes it look more like an entrance. What are you talking about? It's plainly an exit. Well, maybe it's both. Kind of a dual purpose? Ah, the theory of relativity. What? Gotta write this down. Hey, Mr. Wright. Maybe you know. Was Mr. Relativity German? Or was he British? British? Mr. Relativity? You sure that was his name? Anyways, what is this on the floor? What's this? A wallet? Free money. Excuse me, officer. Wait, what are you doing, Mr. Wright? What am I doing? I just found this wallet, so I'm handing it over to the police. I don't believe it. This is real basic. Anything at a crime scene is evidence. Let's be scientific about this, please. Just put it in your pocket. How is that scientific? Sounds like theft to me. I'm just gonna take it anyways. I'm called to duty already, and at my tender age. Here, I'll teach you the trick to examining evidence in detail, okay? What? By the way, her eyes are sparkling. I can tell she's been waiting for this. Okay, now, look at the court record. Oh. You have to be sure to examine evidence carefully on all sides. Now let's start examining from every angle. Oh. Oh, wow. Interesting. Okay, there might be a clue here. You should check it out with the press of the A button. This is some serious fourth wall breaking, but this is an ID card. Sergeant Bruce Goodman, ID number 5842189. I hope I don't have to remember that. See, well, is the scientific investigation useful? I guess, though I don't see what science has to do with it. Let's be sure to examine every piece of evidence we find. Guess I've got to be on my toes from now on. I think I've pretty much investigated everything here, right? Alright. Where do we go? Oh. Not here, I guess. Could I be missing something? Oh. I could... Oh, okay. Good thing I found that out sooner than I did. So there's more. Oh, no time to waste. Let's get hunting for clues. I wonder what this is. Well, partner, looks like you got no intention of going home quietly. Oh boy. Sheriff. Like I said before, this here's our claim. You'd best be moseying along unless you're fixing to bite the bullet. Scary. Whoa. Could you just tell us one thing? Who owns that car? Well. Little Philly's got a good nose on her. Wanna know who rides that red Mustang with the body in her saddle, eh? Please. No problem, partner. Got time for fiddles? Fiddles? Anyway. Get yourself to the saloon up on the 12th floor of the prospector's office. Might just find you a what? Cerveza? Curveza? I don't know what the hell that is. Prospector's office? Where does this guy think he is? And when, for that matter? Note to self, look up Fiddle's Saloon Curveza? Maybe we should check out room 1202, the High Prosecutor's Office. Okay, I was like, wait, did I read that wrong before? And it's just... In any case, stay away from the car. You can look around here all you like, just keep your paws off our claim. Right. Great. Great, maybe there are some clues around here, Mr. Wright. Let's check it out. Excuse me? Are you two all set? Us? Oh, hello. What's this? She couldn't be... You're selling lunches? Here? This is a crime scene. Hello, half and half, was it? Oh, thanks. And you, sir? Yes? Crunchy goodness coming at you. Thanks. Interesting way of doing business. Sir is off limits to anyone without clearance, especially passers-by. Or are you officers? No, but you don't exactly look like the type to have clearance. Well, that's hardly a way to greet someone. Even if my days as the cough-up queen are over. Cough-up? Huh? No, I'm kinda full. Maybe I'll pass on lunch. Quite connected to this case, you see. Images are burning into my eyes, you might say. Yes, all the sordid secrets. Secrets? Dear me, you're a slow one, aren't you? I'm referring to the murder, the stabbing of that detective. What? Nani? A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. Oh yeah, that's what she said earlier. You mean you're the witness my sister was talking about? Please, Kafo Queen, tell us what happened. The name is Angel Star. Don't you go forgetting it. Before you know it, I'll have you whimpering at my heels. Damn. Yes, ma'am. Hey, she means it. Okay, so actually, first off, before I talked to her, there was... Never mind, I can't... There was something there I didn't... whatever. Pretty sure we'll just come back to it. Hello, Maddie. Assuming you're at work, have fun with that. Let's see. In case my eye is killing me, please don't do that. Somehow I knew. You said it was the day of destiny. I knew something was going to happen. Just like I know that the daily special on Friday every week is salmon. Destiny. Was yesterday special for some reason? You're a defense attorney, right? You should know that. You should know the foul misdeeds of the evil ones who haunt this den of inequity. The evil ones? Prosecutors! They have no qualms at all about blackening the name of innocence. And yesterday they paid homage to the most evil one of all. They gave an award for King of Prosecutors. What a farce. So she's saying there was some sort of prosecutors' convention yesterday? I was almost compelled to lace their lunches with something foul. Do you have a personal grievance against prosecutors or something? Or is there some kind of scientific evidence of this, evil? Young miss, mock me at your own risk. You'll soon find out why they call me the cough-up queen. Ew. The most highness of all evil ones, the one they awarded yesterday. It was in his car that they found the body. Proved that he devours the evilest lunches of all. Really? Really what? I'm totally confused. Yeah, you're not the only one, buddy. One thing is clear. This lunch lady has a thing against prosecutors. What exactly was it that you witnessed, Miss Starr? It's a fascinating spectacle, to be sure. I now feel I know what they say when they talk about a woman's wrath. To see Lana Skye wield that knife so. And I flashed in anger, bringing him to a sad end. It was truly a sight to see. You mean you saw the very moment of the crime? The sound of his silvery ties to this world being cruelly cut still rings in my ears. The rhythmic beat of Lana Skye's knife. Wait a second, you know Lana Skye? Of course. It's quite a feat, becoming chief prosecutor. How many lunchboxes of sin did she pack to make that journey, I wonder? always travels light. Now, why would this pretty lunch lady know the chief prosecutor's name? Yes, why indeed? Can I ask you a bit about yourself, Miss Starr? I come here every day to sell lunches. I import only the freshest and best from the Far East. For some reason, the box lunches are a hit here. Why not make the lunches here rather than import them? Did you say something? No. Only true connoisseurs can understand. The kind you can only tell someone who has tried General Tso's Trilobite lunch set. Never mind. You win. I don't even want to appreciate part of a Trilobite's flavor. Anyway, I come here every day to sell lunches. My boyfriend works in the security room here at the prosecutor's office. Your boyfriend? See the security room over there? Glass-walled booth? I sell my lunches, and since I'm here anyway, I dropped in to see him. Since you're here anyway, I guess selling lunches is more important than romance. So, to scientifically analyze the data available so far, you, Miss Starr, are a lunch vendor with an ulterior motive for coming here. Useful information, or useful analysis, not. Did you have a bad experience with a prosecutor, Miss Starr? Is that some hostility? Hostility? Ha, perhaps. Prosecutors are all alike. The bigger they get, the worse they smell. Damn, she just called them stinky. Kinda like 10-day-old clams in the chowder. I wonder if Miss Starr was involved in some sort of legal trouble in the past. That'd be a sure cause of food poisoning, scientifically speaking, of course. I mean, now you're talking cough-up queen. I thought she was just a lunch vendor, but now I'm not so sure. Yes. What if we show her this? About this card. Lunchtime vendors only accept cash, no cards. Especially not a card belonging to someone else. No, this isn't a credit card, it's an ID card. It belongs to a detective. And you're showing this to me, the lunch lady, why? It's like showing a fine honeyed ham to a detective. Why do I always feel like I'm being mocked? Oh, damn. Wait, I didn't mean to show her that again. Defense attorney must be able to fight. How about you? Do you think you can win? How about tackling Lunchland's Pickle Supreme lunchbox? Wow, it's really crunchy. Box of pickles. Kind of a sad lunch if you ask me. Oh, there's nothing wrong with lunch or like pickles for lunch. Can I really not move here anymore? Guess we'll just move here then. This is the kind of room that just screams, I can do the job. Quite a change from your office, really. Thanks. Look, there's a trophy or something here. A trophy? What, that shield? Takes real nerve to display stuff like this. Whoever's office this is, they must be a real stuck-up jerk. Phoenix writes, never tire of prying into other people's business, do you? That voice. For me, it was just text. Oh, hey, look, it's Edward. Long time no see, Edgeworth. Huh? Ah, Mr. Edgeworth? Ah. Do you know him from somewhere? Of course. I'm his biggest fan. His sister introduced us once and... Right, his sister is the chief prosecutor after all. Well, what brings you here? I'll warn you, I've been known to be a real stuck-up jerk. No, did I? No, it was just Mr. Right here, he... Hey, don't blame me. We're just here to investigate a murder case. Murder? Body was found in this nasty, bright red sports car in the parking lot. Huh? That will be my car. What of it? What? Your car? I'll say one thing, she certainly can scream. So, the body was found in your car? Go ahead, say it right. You think I did it, don't you? After you went through all that trouble to help me last year, no less. No, we don't think you did it. I mean, it was my sister who stabbed him. Wait, no, she didn't do that. I mean... Wait. You're the chief prosecutor's little sister, then? Yes, sir. Emma Sky. It's nice to meet you again. That didn't sound forced at all. Now I remember, you've really grown. I'll admit, it was a surprise for me too. To think that my own car would become the scene of a murder. Surprising still. Being forced to prove my superior's guilt. I can understand. Wait, what did you say? Anna Sky is the chief prosecutor, the top prosecutor in the district. She can't prosecute herself, so I'll be the prosecutor at the trial tomorrow. You? Mr. Edgeworth? Uh-oh. To be honest, it's a bit of a miracle I'm still here at all. What do you mean? Oh, excuse me. Rumors. You've heard the rumors about me, haven't you? Miles Edgeworth. It's hard to remember a time when there weren't rumors about this guy. Forging evidence, arranging false testimony, illegal searches, you name it. Thanks to you, my innocence was established in the trial at the end of last year. However, there are some who say I'm the one responsible for the current incident. What? That's crazy. Some people need very little excuse to think ill of others. It's a fact of life, impossible to stop. Damn, Edgeworth kinda spitting though. But some of them even go so far as to present me with toys like this. They think it's funny. Toys? That bronze shield? There's gotta be a story behind that one. Chief Prosecutor Sky. Yes, we first worked together on a case 2 years ago. It was my first big case. That's right, I remember. 2 years ago, I wasn't even a lawyer yet. Since then, I always felt that she was looking out for me. It appears I was mistaken. Mistaken? Why? I mean, I know she's not the warmest person, but I'm sure she felt some responsibility for you. Then why? Why did she stab someone in the trunk of my car? Not only that, she stabbed him with my knife. What? What? Mr. Edgeworth, your knife was the murder weapon? To be specific, it was the knife I keep in the toolbox in the trunk of my car. Oh. I'm not gonna ask why you have a knife, buddy, but no, whatever. Edgeworth? What? Are you sure you didn't do it? God, can't you take a joke? That was a pretty bad joke, dude. You have a strange sense of humor, Mr. Wright. Alright, well, let's examine this place. Work desk. It's quite tidy, as one might expect. What a nice desk, easy to use and easy on the eyes. It's polished so well I can see my own reflection. Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? I think I'll take that name plaque as a souvenir. Don't, he'll sue you. Alright then. Hey, a chessboard. I'm not too up on my chess, but it looks like blue is in a bit of a tight spot. Red knights have surrounded the blue pawn. Huh? Those horses are mounted knights. Their swords have really sharp edges. Check out that poor pawn. His knife is kind of spiky. Or his head is kind of spiky. Why did I say knife? Kind of reminds me of you. Mr. Edgeworth must be an avid chess player. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? Edges surrounding a pawn with spiky hair. Nah, it's nothing. Sounds a little familiar. Whoa, these are all case files? They're stacked up to the ceiling. There's even a ladder. Odd. I thought Edgeworth wasn't good with heights. At least someone get them for him. Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? I must study these case reports so closely. He's so cool. You wouldn't say that if you saw him sweating bullets up on that ladder. Ooh, cute. What a pretty tea set. I go more for the instant tea bags myself. The tea bags? Damn, it's kind of toxic, Phoenix. Amazing, the drawer below is filled with packets of tea leaves. They're all sorted by place of origin and flavor. Look at this royal blend, one exquisitely splendid concoction. There's such a thing as taking a hobby too far. I don't know, but maybe. Oh, what a view. Must be nice to have an office on the 12th floor. I guess you would feel important. Incidentally, were you to jump out this window, the time until impact with the ground would be... Got it. Approximately 3.23 seconds. That's handy to know. What? I mean... Okay. My. What an amazing... Okay. Just right for Mr. Edgeworth. No kidding. Hey, there's a card on it. Back from the dead. Wendy. Wendy? Heard that name somewhere before. Yeah, me too. Wink, wink. If you know, you know. Beside it, a giant steel samurai. Wow, I want one. Huh? Something written on the bottom of his foot. Andy? Between a rock and a hard place. Wendy. Wendy? Is she Mr. Edgeworth's fiancée? No. I don't think so. Mr. Edgeworth has such a comfy sofa. Sofas like this make me want to curl up and take a nap. I bet he pores over his case files here until the wee hours of the morning. Then he takes off his jacket, rolls up his sleeves, and goes to sleep using his arms as a pillow. I don't believe it. She's actually daydreaming about Edgeworth working. And then in the morning he has sofa hair and little creases in his cheek from the seams. He's so cool. Sofa hair is cool. I mean, I will not debate about that topic, since I'm not very familiar with it. Ah, this jacket is even lacier than his usual ones. This must be his lucky trial jacket. Lucky jacket, right. Never seen him wear it. Sure, there's a story behind why it's in a frame. Maybe I'll be naughty and take a picture. He's getting way too excited about this. I've been wondering, what the heck is this? It has a big K on it. Of prosecutors. Huh? What's that? It's the King of Prosecutors trophy. Oh, I don't know how to feel about there being 3 Ks there. King of Prosecutors? It's a great honor. They send that shield to the best prosecutor each year. What, so? So that K, that's... K stands for king? Yeah, you got a problem with that? I didn't design the thing. Damn, don't need to get so defensive. King of Prosecutors. Kinda like Player of the Month, only better. Right. Can we show him something? Say, Edgeworth, I was wondering about this. Mr. Wright! Huh? What? Are you sure you should be showing that to Mr. Edgeworth? Oh. He'll take it for sure, won't he? I wish I could be on the same side as Mr. Edgeworth. But then my sister will be found guilty. If she sighs any deeper, I'm going to start getting depressed. So, basically this says you were the best of the best last year, huh? Take that foolish grin elsewhere, right? I lost a day of work to receive that travesty. Huh? Why's that? I had to go to the police department to receive that broken shield. Police department? Yes, right next to the police station downtown. You've been there, haven't you? Where Detective Gumshoe works? Yeah. I was wondering something about your shield. Why is it broken? Well, doesn't matter. I got more important things to worry about. Oh, right. He doesn't seem too concerned about his reward, for better or for worse. Yesterday was a very busy day for the prosecutor's office. Maybe we should ask him more about yesterday? Could you tell me more about yesterday, the day of the murder? Yesterday was the annual cleaning day at the prosecutor's office. Cleaning day? Working with the police department, we sort and file all evidence for solved cases. We call it evidence transferal. In your hands of old cases, in other words. Oh, and another thing. The ceremony was held at the police department. There's an annual review and awards for outstanding police officers and prosecutors. And that's when you got the shield? I was at the police department yesterday afternoon. I got back here at 5:12. That's very precise. People like myself and Mr. Edgeworth pride ourselves on our precision, Mr. Wright. No, I place little faith in my memory. The only thing I trust is solid evidence. Oh. This is the parking stub from the underground lot. The murder took place around 5:15. So the murder happened right after you got back. What, right? I'd appreciate it if you'd direct the suspicious glare elsewhere. Hello? Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises? I'm Edgeworth. What is it? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. Report? What? Did you find new evidence in the case against the chief prosecutor, Sky? I don't like the way this conversation is going at all. Sky, sir? No, sir. No name of that kind, sir. Not in this report, sir. She's gonna say sir every sentence, huh? I think I just heard Edgeworth's lid blow. Mr. Edgeworth's lid isn't on very tight, is it? I made a clear request to the police department, did I not? I need to focus on the trial tomorrow, so don't bring me anything unrelated. Sir, but sir. I'm just following orders, sir. They told me to bring this to you. I wasn't aware of the particulars of your arrangement with... Oh, I didn't get to finish that. Give me your name. Yes. Yes, sir. Meekins, sir. Officer Meekins. Right, Officer Meekins. Take your report and leave. And good luck with that raise next month. Oh, no. But, sir, I didn't know. Poor guy. Looks like he was absent on the day they gave out brains and good luck. Sheesh. Right. Yes, sir. Ah, you caught me off guard. As you can see, I'm busy. You may leave now. I saw a bug, which is a piece of dust flying in my face. Let's do what he says, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective from the same department as the patrolman just now. Go down to the police department. You can ask more there. Hello. What's up, Ghetto? How's it going? You just wake up. What is it, like 1:30? Almost 1:30? Thanks. Seems to have finally calmed down at least. I don't know about that, but... Nope. Okay, let's just skip all that. What this? Nope. new place. Finally here. Why'd they put the police department so far away from the prosecutor's office? Beats me. That took almost 30 minutes by taxi. The traffic wasn't even that bad. The police department, huh? I've only ever been to criminal affairs next door. Hmm? Hold on, what's that? What is that thing? Some like Mime Jr. looking. Disturbing. Why does it undulate like that? I'm good. How are you doing? I actually woke up earlier but did some stuff. Oh, okay. I'm doing okay. I ate some corn, like, before I was streaming. I woke up, ate some cereal, and my grandma was like, "Oh, we have some corn if you want some." I'm like, "Okay." Just munching on some corn. Oh, wait, I know. This is the blue badger. That's a badger? Corn? Yes, some delicious 옥수수. Anyways. It was like the yellow ones too, like those like really nice, sweet yellow corn. The normal, I would say normal, well I guess it's the more commonly known corn. Corn is good, man. Corn's great. They're trying to make him the police mascot, this creepy looking blue thing. Wow, Mr. Wright, you sure know a lot about the police. Am I? Is that? So it does seem familiar somehow. Get the blue badger. Who's that next to him? Someone appears to be dancing with the blue badger. Uh-oh, he noticed me. He sure is running over here fast. Hey, pal, what are you doing here? That's my line, Detective Gumshoe. Specifically, why were you dancing over there? What? Oh, well, at least he doesn't seem to be busy. This is our chance to get information. You know me and my addiction to corn. Yes, I am very familiar. And I don't blame you. Corn is great. Who could hate corn? It's delicious. Yeah, I'll have you know, I'm a very busy man, pal. Yeah, so busy that you have time to dance with this mysterious blue creature. I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You better not agree to defend the suspect in this case. Why not? Huh? Well, it's just that the chief prosecutor has confessed to the crime. She says she summoned a detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him. What if she's not telling the truth? Yes, well, no, come on, pal. There's plenty of evidence against her. What if the evidence is faked? Hey, pal, can I speak to you for a second? Huh? Me? No, the floor that you're standing on. Why is this little girl so peeved at me? She's a relative of the suspect. She's Lana Sky's sister. Especially from the core, man. We need a Mega Man boss named Corn Man who shoots corn. Whoa, the chief prosecutor's little sister. Just please investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically. Yes, sir. Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using words like faked. Huh? It's a sensitive issue with us these days. Huh. So, what are you doing here with Detective Gumshoe? Or else I would main him. Corn Man. Hey, well, nothing really. They kicked me out of criminal affairs. Detective Gumshoe, what did you do this time? What do you mean this time? And what happened? things are busy right now. I mean, my sister's case and all. It's true, we've never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Only the highest ranked people are being let into criminal affairs now. The lowest ranking guy in there is our chief of detectives. They're not letting any of us rank and file detectives in at all. None of you? I know this is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd? So anyway, I thought I'd spend the day getting to the Badger dance down pat. Isn't there anything else you could be doing? The chief of police himself is directing this investigation, pal. And Officer Marshall was assigned to the underground parking lot. Officer Marshall? Have you met my new net navvy named Corn Man? He shoots mega corn cannon. That sounds broken. He just shoots a bunch of corn kernels at you. It's like a machine gun. It's like Diddy Kong's peanut pop gun, except it's like a corn gun. Just eat. Oh, does that mean he could eat himself? Would that be considered cannibalism? I don't know. Now that I think about it, Emma did seem to know that Marshall guy. It's like, I'm hungry, I want some corn. Just shoot all the bullets into the mouth. That sounds very violent, but you know, without context, that sounded very, yeah. Yeah, you know, the corn man shoots corn, and then he shot corn into his mouth. I guess he'd be feeding himself, but... Anyways. A patrolman in charge of a crime scene. It's unheard of, pal. Yes, very unheard of. Shall I present to you this evidence? John and Mr. Edgeworth's car is stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? Who would drive Chief Prosecutor Sky to do such a thing? That sounds painful. A small price to pay for corn. Yummy corn. Wait, I mean, sure, of course someone else really did it. Someone who must have a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. Calling the knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. What could have happened? Find out a little more about what's going on with Edgeworth. Hey, that's it. It's the king of prosecutors award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday. You got the award ceremony, Detective Gumshoe? Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself. Congratulations. I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken? Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later. Apparently he's forgotten. But I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award, even with all the naysayers in the prosecutor's office. Naysayers? It must be because of the rumors. Oh, it just says the same thing. Detective Gumshoe? What can you tell me about this? Hey pal, this is a detective's ID card. You can't just keep that, you have to turn it into the police. It's people like you that get me into so much trouble all the time. Meaning Detective Gumshoe must drop his card a lot. Let's see. Bruce Goodman. Goodman. Sounds familiar. Nah, my mistake. But didn't you work together with him in criminal affairs? Whoa, now I remember! Do you like... Esquite? Esquite? I don't know what that is. I don't even know if I pronounced that right. Bruce Goodman, he's the victim! Oh yes. And I'm a victim of not being knowledgeable about what that is. I don't know if it's Esquite or Esquite. Esquite. It's corn in a cup sometimes. The corn man sells those. Corn in a cup. did I even pronounce it right? Is it Esquite? Esquite? I'm curious. First off, how do you pronounce this? It's Nacho. Esquite? Oh. Oh, this looks good. What? I've never had this. I looked up Esquite and I'm like, look, you guys, I don't know. Is it? I've never tried this. I've never even heard of it. Or maybe I have. I just didn't know it was called that. Esquite. Oh, it's not English. I'm dumb. I looked at it and it said it was like Spanish or something. Esquite. Yeah, I've never had that before. Good. It's good. Corn on a cup and corn on the cob. Okay, yeah, okay. No wonder why I was reading it like it was English. I was like Esquite. It makes sense now. It's like not an English word. But yeah, I've never tried it before. I don't know anywhere here that they sell. I don't know if it's like like one of those things you get from like food carts. Because even then, I don't think I've seen any before. But I would totally try some. It looks good. Bruce Goodman. Which Pokemon should I breed next? I don't know. What do you want to breed? Let's see. So this ID card belonged to the victim? He's a detective like myself, Detective Bruce Goodman. I don't think it's strange. I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it? Oh, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. It was an evidence transferal for a case he handled 2 years ago. Evidence transferal? Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Oh, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but word is that Chief Prosecutor Sky called him out there to the parking lot. Lana's confessing as much. Evolve your feet. He's in a tough spot again. Again? Ow. Shot me. Well, it all started with the murder of that defense attorney Hammond. Mr. Edgeworth was found innocent. Listen, pal, there have always been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. Nothing outright, but there were always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering. They're practically shouting. But there was no evidence against him. Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had unusually strong ties to the department higher-ups. It's only natural that people would be suspicious. I had no idea he was under the gun. I don't even know. Didn't know that phrase was a thing. Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumor. They say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor position himself. What? But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this all for us. Or for all of us. Oh, he's not here anymore. Let's see, where else could I go? Edgeworth has to go on trial again. This time he has to prosecute. So, hold on, let me... So what happened is Emma Sky's sister, she is Emma Sky, by the way. Actually, wait, I wonder, do we have a... Okay, never mind. So, Emma Sky's sister, Lana Sky, is convicted of... She confessed that she murdered a detective named Detective Goodman, which is this guy. And basically, Edgeworth is going to be prosecuting this trial, and I'm defending, even though Lana, quote-unquote, confessed to the crime. So, now we're investigating, even though, you know, chances are very slim, since she practically said she did it. But knowing this game, she probably didn't. Shows me every time I meet pal. Women show their police badge, enough said. Wish I had a badge, even an ID card would be nice. Wait, speaking of ID cards, I found that detective's card, didn't I? Oh, here we go. Yeah, this person. So she's being put in trial for murdering another detective. And so Edgeworth is being the prosecutor, so he has to. Basically his job is to make her guilty. But since I'm the defendant attorney, I need to find a way to defend her and make her innocent with evidence. After Edgeworth parked his car, when he was held up at a couple extra red lights, he wouldn't have been caught up in this whole affair. Perhaps it just goes to show you never know what'll happen when you run a yellow light. Yeah, now we have this. They added a new thing to the game. You can inspect stuff like this. There's a metal plate here. Huh, looks like the names of all the previous recipients are engraved on it. One guy's listed a bunch of times. Von Karma. I guess he must be a foreigner? Yeah, that's probably it. Well, wherever he's from, he must have been an amazing prosecutor. I'd like to meet this Mr. Von Karma sometime. He says that his name does have kind of a ring to it. Huh. Karma's in jail now. Yeah, he is in prison for his crimes. The victim's blood, right? Either that or Edgeworth cut himself peeling an apple. What's Edgeworth doing with a knife like this anyway? Hey, maybe he spends his weekends roughing it in the wild. Edgeworth in the wild? I think my fruit peeling theory is more likely. Are you kidding? I always pictured him as an outdoorsman. Oh, there's a scary thought. Like me on Saturday. This at all. Name and ID ID number are written here. Sergeant Bruce Goodman, ID number 5842189. Wonder why they only use numbers for IDs. What else would they use? Letters, silly. The reason we have a written language in the first place. True. Sergeant Bruce Goodman, ID Yabba Dab. Yabba Dabba Doo. No, I know how it looks. So, you still thinking about what Pokemon you're trying to breed? See, wouldn't that be better? Yabba Dab. Well, it does have a certain ring to it. Exactly my point. Teehee. Doesn't take much to amuse her. Okay, well, that seems to be it. Can I inspect my badge? Wow. So this is what the back of the badge looks like. I always thought it had a safety pin. Each badge has a number carved into it. That way you can tell which attorney it belongs to. You mean you couldn't lend your badge to anyone? Oh, I'd be found out right away. That's no fun. I have some ideas that most of my Pokemon are like magicians, not physical attackers. Weren't you breeding for Cinderace? Got them down already 5 IVs. Oh hey, nice job. I don't really do that. Okay, order, present. Oh no, I can't present people. Special attacks. You just call them magicians. I always think of special attack as magic. I mean, I can kind of see why. Sort of. Just making sure if I missed out on anything. That doesn't work either. Not this either. Fae terminology. Not magicians, they're not wizards unless you're Delphox. I'm confused because blue in Fae is positive and red is negative, but in Pokemon is the opposite. Honestly, that confused me too because I always think like, oh, you know, usually they do like, oh, blue means good, red means bad, but like in Pokemon it's like, oh, red is good, blue is bad. Where are we not gone? Yeah, I was like, why? Why is why? What? Okay, these are all kind of the same examinations and whatnot. Is the company a fake? Oh, okay. Not gonna lie, I might or might not have known. Have I? Intelligence systems? Oh, right. I'm sure you know or heard of it. I probably did, and I just don't remember. I forgot. Where am I? Have I not done something? It doesn't let me look to the left anymore. Why? used to let me. It used to let me look more into this area. Now it doesn't let me. For gore. For gore. Maybe I should breed for Godsai next, since the Pokemon helped me win the championship. Togekiss is a pretty good Pokemon, so if you want. Where have I not? Maybe I can check this. Oops. I did not mean to. That's nothing. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Then I'll breed for Joyce, Ninetales. And I don't know, I still need to name a Pokemon after you. Me? What Pokemon would that be? Me, it's Plant Charlie. I'll be taking care of him in Maya's absence. Named your plant Charlie? I will not judge. Egads? Bro, what year are you living in? What country? Who says Egads? Ponyta? Let's see. My attorney badge. Oh, well, I've never seen a real one before. The first one has actually been interested in mine, believe me. Its composition is mostly silver. The gold plating is flaking a bit. She analyzed it scientifically. There doesn't appear to be any corrosion due to sulfides. I give you $50 for it. Sorry, but it's not for sale. Yet. I don't think Garchomp is in Sword and Shield. Yeah, I don't think so either. Which is a little unfortunate, but you know. Okay, nothing for this. Nothing for this. Nothing for this. Okay. I need a bulky but majestic Pokemon, but I don't know who. Bulky, I'm not so sure. Oh, I just read that. I never examined this, huh? Look, the patrolman is saluting the other guy. He must be a detective. And then I said, hey! Is that like an Arthur reference? You do that, your soup will get cold, buddy. It's hilarious, sir. I laughed so hard I cried. Bulky, I guess he wasn't saluting, he was wiping tears from his eyes. Make a good pair. That's a creep on PC. It's a wonderful time of day. I forgot Arthur ended, right? I saw the little bit of the final episode. It's damn, I remember watching it and I was like practically a baby. Mr. Rai, do you know why patrol cars are painted black and white? No idea why. I think they're designed after a panda. A panda? Not that I have scientific proof, it's just a theory. A game theory. Thanks for watching. Do you mind me asking how you came up with that theory? It was when I was on a school trip. I saw a patrol car and it came to me. I had just been at the zoo, see? What about zebras? Or did they not have those at your zoo? Hi, panda. Oh, everything reminds me of the panda. Did we ever find out what happened to the panda? The band here is announcing the crime-fighting campaign, not Spider-Man. Nice slogan. Wonder if they'll be selling fingerprinting sets. Nope. Oh no. Are there any more pandas now? Or like, could you like breed pandas? I think it's that kind of campaign. Family wouldn't want a set at home. It's good for finding out who snuck into the cookie jar. I think most families can figure that out without the extra help. Cookies. I always get excited when I come to a police station. Why is that? It just feels like I jumped into a movie. You know, with all the police and criminals. Well, I don't know if this is all that exciting. Sure it is. Look at those two officers over there. They're probably talking about the latest bust. Funny, I thought they were talking about the weather. We have a lot of panda food, so we can breed them. I can't have to find another one. Oh my god, that ice scared me. It's scary. I was wondering about that. What, the dancing blue badger? It's my masterpiece. You made this, Detective Gumshoe? The chief threw together some designs and I just did my thing, pal. Nice work. It's battery powered, so it can go anywhere. There's no switch, so it just dances until the battery dies. Poor Blue Badger. Fated to dance until he drops. Oh, that's evidence. I think I'm gonna breed for Chandelier and name it Tharja. Those eyes just kill me. Yeah, that's all I know about that. I'm not officially on the case, you know. Oh, you're telling me I was looking around trying to see what to do next, and all I had to do was examine the stupid cardboard electric thing? Whatever. Thank you. Why aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? We met the guy who is... Oh, what was his name? The guy in the parking lot. That'd be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the Chief of Police. Officer Marshall? Is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something? No, Jake Marshall's just a regular officer. From West LA. West LA? For a moment there, I wasn't sure. Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this and they'll let you examine the crime scene. Maybe. Oh. Chandelier's a good Pokemon. Yeah, Chandelier's a pretty decent Pokemon. It has good moves. The type is cool. It's annoying in Pokken tournaments. I'm surprised this gets us anywhere. Just act like you're supposed to be there and nobody will look at you twice, pal. Thanks. Just imagine right now, behind those doors. Police drama in action. Not a thought fails to excite me. Alright, let's move to the parking lot. Looks like the investigation is still going. I like Chandelier, it's also my favorite Pokemon. I always wanted to build one, so I'm gonna get started. Okay. For me, I was like, I like Litwick, but I don't know, it's just like, I feel like Gen 5's Pokemon designs were very... I don't know how to word it, like, different compared to the previous gens, because previous generations, you know, there were like animals and, you know, like different special looking Pokemon, like based on mythical animals or maybe real life animals, and then Gen 5 is just like furniture, ice cream. But then again, I guess there was Voltorb, was literally just a Pokeball, and then Electrode is just a Pokeball upside down, so I don't know. I got so lucky in my raid, my Ditto has 5 IVs. Honestly, my Ditto are all just Pokemon breeders. They just live in the daycare forever. Trash. Oh yeah, like a trash bag, literal trash Pokemon. But anyways, I'm getting distracted. I I have to be getting back to the shop. Sorry, looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps. I'll see you in my dreams tonight then, baby. Oh. Who's that? Oh, still here? Hello. Why the surprised looks? Didn't I mention? I got a boyfriend in the criminal affairs too. What happened to the security guard? You have multiple boyfriends? What the hell is this? Hey, what's wrong, Bambina? You're looking like a doggy? That's lost its herd. Jake Marshall. Oh, imagine we get a plate with rice-looking Pokemon, since in Spain one of their famous dishes is rice with something. Fifth Gen was the most hated, I think. Honestly, I think Pokemon design in 5th Gen wasn't the most well-liked, but I really enjoyed the music. I think Gen 5 music is probably one of the best Pokemon musics from like the mainline games. I forgot, but that could be a possibility. I mean, probably not a Pokemon, but like maybe like a food. Like I know in Pokemon Sun and Moon, there's like the Malasadas, or I think that's what it's called. So maybe something like that. Just who shaves with a knife? That's so dangerous. Strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene. Look at this dude. I enjoyed the music. I really liked especially in like gym battles. I think it was in Black and White too, though. I don't remember if it was in the first Black and White, but I like how when they're like at their final Pokemon and you're about to beat them, they play that like hyped up music, dude. I think I really liked it. I enjoyed that. But anyways, I love Team Plasma, the first one. Yeah, the Team Plasma music is great too. The Elite Four music, the Champion music, Gym Battle music. I mostly like the Elite Four music though, and I really like the Elite Four's designs as well. Man, if they ever remake it, hopefully it's not like Gen 4 remake where there's like almost literally like no difference whatsoever. Hopefully if they do remake Gen 5 sometime in the future, I don't know if they will. They most probably not. I don't know, but if they do, I'm hoping it's like a good remake. That's the thing with like remakes, is I'm afraid that it's like way too similar to the original source, so then it just doesn't feel like anything different except like better graphics. I think the gym music was in Black and White too. Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, when they had like different music at the last Pokemon. I enjoyed it. There's something I wanted to ask you. Scene of the crime, a cold grave for men who've lost their dreams. And me, I watch over them as they sleep, dreaming of the desert's harsh judgment. That's kind of creepy. He's asleep. Well, should we show this hopeless case something to Wait, should we show this hopeless case something to catch his interest? There's something I wanted to ask you. The scene of crime. Oh, it's just the same thing. Alright. Okay then. No. Alright, I'll present to you this letter of introduction. Would you mind reading this for me? What's this? I warn you, fan letters to me go right in the spittoon. It's a letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. Maybe we investigate? Gumshoe? Ah, that old cow dog? He holding a birthday party or something? Huh? Look where it should say letter of introduction. It says invitation. Ah, I think he just miswrote it. Wait, why am I getting all defensive here? No worries, this proves it's from Detective Gumshoe better than a blood test. Guess I'd better let you in then. Thank you, Officer Marshall. Oh, that's right, he's a patrolman, not a detective. Which reminds me... Hey, wait a sec. Isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective for hire? Well, folks, the clues are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. Be like the settlers, strike out for lands unknown. Manifest destiny. Let's Let's have a hootenanny. Note to self, police investigations are like settling land. Well, Mr. A, what do you say? And I said, hey. Okay, I say I won't be needing this anymore. Crumpled and discarded. I love how they had to mention that it's crumpled and discarded. Anyways. Oh, perfect. Now I can investigate. Appears to be the car where the body was found. Looks like the lock on the trunk is busted. Yes, the crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. Yes, we know. The body is found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. And would you look at that? It's Edgeworth's car, no less. Quite a luxury car. It just screams, I have money to burn. I could not relate. I forgot to mention, I saw one of the typo in your pod. Sakaya? Oh yeah, that was one where they switched the letters. Instead of saying Sayaka, it says Sakaya. And then I forget what Byakuya said in my last Danganronpa stream. He said like something along the lines of like he was going to do something, but there was a word an entire word missing. So it just sounded like it was like, oh, I going to do this, or I don't know, it just sounded really silly, especially coming from Byakuya, who's always like super serious and cold. But yeah, prosecutors get the big bucks. That's true, they do get, attorneys and prosecutors get lots of money. I googled a regional bird from Spain, and I hope we don't get that as a Pokemon. Well, what's the regional bird? B block is through there. That's where visitors park. I see the lunchtime car over there, far in the distance. Hey, you're right. I like the cute design on the door. Cute design. I see a cartoon cow munching down on a juicy-looking steak. Strike you as a little creepy. Just don't think too deeply about it, and you'll be fine. An eagle? Wait, really? An eagle is the regional bird from Spain? It looks kind of meh. I think America's like bird, or like regional bird, quote unquote, like their like mascot bird. I don't know what to call it. It was supposed to be like a turkey, but I guess it's an eagle. That's an interesting drawing. This rope, is it? Yep, they laid in the outline of the victim's body. So wait, the victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him. You've got to be the only person I know that would come to that conclusion. It should be Carlos. That's our regional bird. The regional bird of our hearts. Looks like a cell phone. Scientific analysis would suggest this belonged to the victim. It's called Spanish Imperial Eagle. I mean, that sounds cool, but apparently to you it doesn't look cool. True, yes. I think we can all agree. The regional birds of our hearts. I can't think of anyone else it belonged to, or it could belong to. So scientific about that. Should we check it out? Yeah, we're gonna check it out. It just looks like a regular eagle, but in Spanish. I'm just imagining like a bald eagle and it just has like a sombrero or something. Oh my god. My humor is... I need to check I need to review and reflect on myself. Anyways. Oh, that's the game. I thought that was me. I was like, why is it going so slow? It's like a little curly mustache and a sombrero. This is the sombrero would be in Mexico if we ever get a gen based on Mexico. I actually thought that, like, I was like, maybe the next gen will be based off of like Mexico or some like Hispanic area. But I wasn't expecting Spain. I was expecting like Mexico, to be honest, but I mean Spain's cool too. Nothing wrong with that. Let's analyze this phone. What? I saw yellow. What? Oh, okay. Man, what a boring strap. What's wrong with it? Everyone has different tastes, you know. Here, check out mine. It's a pink princess strap. These are hard to come by, you know. See, the series is as popular as ever with the kids. What else? This blue thing. Hey, what's up, James? How's it going? Imagine we get the OP Pokemon that Joyce named after me, but a different variant that's based from Mexico? Which Pokemon? I don't know which one you're talking about. OP Pokemon. Phone's still on the redial screen. Doing good, thank you. How about you? I'm doing pretty well myself. Actually, I need some water. All these games I've been playing, so much dialogue, so much talking. The one that has the sombrero and oh, Ludicolo. Oh my god! Oops, I just smacked my earphones. The Ludicolo. There, I would be totally down for a new Ludicolo form. Mr. Right, most phones keep a record of all the calls you made and received. Just press the blue button and display the last number you called. Convenient, isn't it? Surprised you didn't know about it. Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like redial. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. It's just you never know with people from your generation. Whatever. Take this phone out. He called you a boomer, dude. Damn. Where is it? Oh. Ah! There we go. Instead of green, he will be purple and pink. Have a mustache. I mean, there was Mr. Mime and then a Galarian Mr. Mime, which is like some Monopoly Man mayor looking thing. Now to see who the owner of this phone called last. Note to self, a defense attorney doesn't think first, he just pushes the button. Mr. Rhyme. Yeah, that's what it's called. Mr. Rhyme. Yeah, that song, I know that. Hey, what's going on over there? Oh, sorry. I see you, partner. You pressed redial on that there phone, didn't you? It'll be called Senior Ludicolo. Maybe, or just regular Ludicolo. Whose phone is this anyway? It was on the ground over there. Whose is it? That belongs to Chief Prospector Sky? Prosecutor? What? It's my sister's. She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody, right after the crime. Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixing to call someone. Except she only spoke for a few seconds, according to this. Who did she call? No idea. Sorry, partner. Now, I got a question for you, partner. I heard a phone ring just now. One of those newfangled ringtones. Oh, that? Oh. I'm sorry, that was my phone. What? Your phone? Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone. Wrong number. I hope you're not lying. They shoot you for that in Texas, partner. Did they actually? Uh-oh, I've incited the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman. Okay, what else could we do? Officer Marshall, could you tell us more about the victim? Women always die young. Remember that, partner? Could you be a little more specific? Bruce Goodman. He was a detective, right? Hello, aren't you a feisty doggy? Doggy there now. Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. The smiling Madonna told me the tale. I think he means the witness, Miss Angel Starr. One stab to the chest, a fine piece of work. I thought it was a stab to the stomach. This here's the autopsy report. Ooh. Got some good stuff now. Was my sister involved with the victim in any way? Funny you should mention that, Bambina. Chief Prospector Sky and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all. Nothing in common? They apparently worked together on a case a few years back. Playing something called Pokemon. Like some kind of like fan-made Pokemon game? Sounds familiar. So there's no motive. Goodman wasn't a particularly gifted detective. That's one reason why he didn't do much work with the Chief Prospector. But my sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here to this parking lot. So it seems, calling an unarmed man to a shootout at high noon. It's high noon. I don't mean any offense, but Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective. Call me out, they shoot you for that in Texas. Huh? I was one of them fancy shoe detectives till 2 years ago, to tell you the truth. Oh, really? Now he tells me. But you're a patrolman now, so how can you be in charge of a crime scene? Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambina? So why are you in charge? No reason, we're just short on hands right now. Keeping an eye out in the meantime. That's odd, though. Detective Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do. Nothing important, at least. He's nothing but a sad old cow dog. I can't find his tail. Maybe it's because he runs with that Edgeworth, man. Edgeworth? The cow dog's been kicked out of this cattle run by order of the chief of police. Guess you don't realize it yet. Detective Gumshoe kicked out of the investigation? Uh-oh. So there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister. That's correct, but there's a gold mine of evidence against her. The prospector tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambina. Many condolences. Officer Marshall. Yeah, Bambina? How can you say that? You and my sister, you're... Is there something between this cop and her sister that I don't know about? I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's that dry wind that's blowing through the prospector's office. Dry wind or ill will. Someone's up to something here. But who? Is that the online version of Pokemon and is based on the Kanto? Yeah, I don't know. Pokemon sounds familiar, but at the same time it doesn't. But then again, that's a lot of things for me apparently. Suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years now. Forged evidence and arranging testimonies, you mean? He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is, until he met you. The rumors are just rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them. If you follow the rumors about Edgeworth to their source, you find one person. But they're off limits. Untouchable, you might say. One person? Who? Hate to say this, but it's your sister, Bambina. Chief Prospector Lana Sky. What? My sister? Edgeworth couldn't rustle all those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets, some people load them with deals. What, you're saying Edgeworth was making deals to win trials? Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere. Everyone knows it. Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? Did they target him because he was closest to Edgeworth? Quite interesting. What else could we go? Is this still empty? Yeah, it's still empty. Let's see. Yay, buddy. What do you gotta say about this? Nothing. What about this? Nope. Okay. Present you with some stuff. What's that? Some sort of police passport? This is Detective Goodman's ID card. Strangely enough, I found it a good distance away from the crime scene. Good distance. In this rat hole? You want distance? Get yourself to Texas. Texas. This is a tiny little crime scene in a tiny little town with tiny little evidence. What difference does a few yards make, compadre? So, if you encounter suspicious evidence, think of Texas. Damn, I should just have to say it like that. There's no better way to study than to hang out with the pros. Uh-huh. My sister's cell phone. The last time it was used was 5:18, right after Goodman was killed. Maybe she was canceling her date for the night. Why did Ivana make that call? Yes, why indeed? Okay, doesn't say anything about this. Where to go? Maybe we should inspect a little more? Prosecutors, defense attorneys are relegated to B block. During the day when I'll be able to park my car here. I'll go over to B block to buy my hamburgers for me, Mr. Wright. I'm not planning on giving up my job that soon. Hamburger? I want a hamburger. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. Else about... Oh. Okay, he does. 5:12 p.m. Prospector's bright red steed came in at a trot real slow. Came in at a trot. A trot? My Madonna tells me the crime occurred 3 minutes later. It seems the chief prospector was lying in wait. Maybe waiting for her prince to ride in... Or, yeah, prince to ride in on his bright red horse. What you mean is the killer intended to use Edgeworth's car all along. Toy shield. Suits the boy well. What exactly could you shield with that? A toy knight, maybe? Officer Marshall, don't you have anything good to say about Mr. Edgeworth? You don't like him, right? You get the point. No, when I was a detective, I got one of these. Oh, let me guess. Did it have a K for a king of detectives on it? Hey, they could use the same shield over and over. Note so, the prosecutor's office and criminal affairs are surprisingly cheap. You know what? They've gotten cheaper with every passing year, I tell you. Okay, I think that's... Let's see, where else could we go? Actually, wait. Let's see, name of the sea is Bruce Goodman, 36, male, date and time, February 21st, between 4 p.m. and 5:30, loss of blood from chest wound. Didn't someone say he got stabbed in the stomach? Whatever. It was caused by a 4.5-inch knife. Huh. else could I go? I'm missing something. It also has Hoenn Snow and Unova too. Ooh. Interesting. What? I didn't even notice that. What's this? Looks like a note of some sort. Look, something's written on it. Alright, let's see. 67S122. There's a name printed on the paper above that. Goodman. Maybe it fell out of his pocket when he was killed. Well, so? What does it mean, Mr. Wright? How am I supposed to know? Note to self, for deductive reasoning, go to Edgeworth, not Wright. Sure, Edgeworth wouldn't know what this means either. Okay, we got more evidence. So, well, how are we doing, Mr. Wright? I guess we got some clues. We have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, and a cell phone. So, you think we'll be okay? Well, the only thing still bothering me is that Lana is confessing to the crime. She says she did it. No problem. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal. Oh, by the way, Emma. Yes? I know that song your phone plays when it rings. What? It's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? That popular TV show for kids? The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. It was yours. At 5:18, just after the murder took place, your sister called you, didn't she, Emma? I'm sorry. Can you tell me what you talked about? She hung up right away. I see. The detective is murdered and the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. Got a bad feeling about this. You guys still don't know everything that went on here. Alright, trial time. Oh boy. Oh my god, so early in the morning. How did the investigation go yesterday, Mr. Wright? Frankly, there are still a lot of gray areas. Or rather, the whole thing is one big gray area. Don't worry about me, no matter what the outcome. I'm ready to accept my fate. I believe in you, sis. Right, let me offer you a word of advice. Yes? As a defense attorney, you should never believe their client. The defendant is called to trial because they are suspected of wrongdoing. Never forget that. This guy, you remind me a lot of Mia. But there is one decisive difference between you and her. And that is, you're not a defense attorney. I believe it's almost time for the trial. Good luck, Mr. Wright. Yeah, we're gonna need that luck. First trial without a Fae helping me. No one's going to bail me out this time. I'll be alone in there. So I have to discover the truth all by myself. Let's do it, Mr. Wright. I'll be with you the whole way. Thanks. Her pink shades. Bonk. Court is now in session for the trials of Miss Lana Skye. And the defense is ready and the prosecutor's ready. Edgeworth. Edgy boy. It's been 2 months, but I haven't been in a courtroom since his trial. I hope that personal feelings will not be a part of the proceedings today, Mr. Wright. I will choose the path I think is right, regardless of what those around me might say. judgment to be made here is in our hands, not those of anyone else. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. Chief Prosecutor Alana Sky has committed an unpardonable crime. Not only this, but she was rash enough to commit it in the prosecutor's office lot. Wow, he's much more forceful in person. I suddenly feel like confessing to everything. Anyways, however, she will now pay for her rashness with her life. There was a witness to her crime. A professional witness. Well then, call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls its first witness, Miss Angel Star, to the stand. The cough-up queen? That does not sound nice. Huh? Haven't I seen you somewhere? Yo, what's that? That looks good. You ordered the caviar lunch, right? Oh, caviar. I've never eaten caviar before. You're just really wolfing it down. For you, I have a Fiesta bowl. Thanks. The witness state her name and profession. Ah, you, sir. You ordered the fingerprint lunchbox? It is too early for lunch. Your name and profession, please. Well, Your Honor, how does it taste? This is why everyone raves about caviar. It's so tasty it hurts. It has something to do with the post game since you go to another version cafe. They are probably trying to figure that part out still. Oh, okay. Interesting. I always thought about caviar would taste like pickled tapioca. The heck does pickled tapioca taste like? Name, profession, now. Me? The name is Angel Star. Don't go forgetting it. I find myself running Lunchland these days. Is that what you wanted me to say, Mr. Edgeworth? Very well, witness. Please describe the incident to us. Prosecution will wait. I'm not finished eating. Hurry it up. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. As you know, we usually call on the police to provide a description of the crime. Your Honor, as Mr. Edgeworth has said to the court, I am a professional. Huh? What exactly does that mean? Until 2 years ago, Miss Angel Star was a special investigator with the police. She was a first-rate homicide detective. What? Miss Star was a detective? Oh, look at that. Ha. I know who you are. Cough up. Or cough up? Question mark? An exclamation mark? Cough up, Queen Angel Star, Your Honor. Long time no see. Very well. You may continue with the description, Miss Star. Mister. Just who is this lady? If I might have the court's attention over here. The parking lot at the prosecutor's office is divided into 2 blocks. A block is for the prosecutor's office personnel. B block is for visitors and clients. A chain divider separates the 2 blocks. I suppose that's to keep visitors from taking up prosecutor's space, yes? The crime took place by a car in the back of A block in the car's trunk. The killer stabbed the victim with this knife and went to drive the body out. Unfortunately for her, there was a witness, and an arrest was made on the spot. And who was this valiant witness? Why, it was me, Your Honor. Oh. Witness, did you see the very moment of the crime? Of course, Your Honor. Immediately after that, I apprehended the chief prosecutor. Huh. Seems rather cut and dry, doesn't it? Well, Mr. Wright, I can't agree on principle, Your Honor. It seems that some poor losers are unwilling to accept the truth, Your Honor. Ouch. Shall I proceed to crush what little hope they have remaining? If you can, then give them your worst, Miss Star. Wait, are they talking about me? Why is the judge rooting? I thought the judge was supposed to be neutral. Somehow I always knew a day like this would come. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend. I sensed something. Perhaps it was my finely honed detective's intuition at work. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garage car. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest. Bringing a lunchbox to your boyfriend. How touching. As you can see, there is no room for doubt. The key point of your testimony seems to be nothing other than the point of the knife which you saw being stabbed into Detective Goodman. So, how does it feel to be so utterly crushed? I'm still thinking about that. It's merely a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. Oh, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Okay, here we go. What are the chances of getting hidden abilities? I don't... Well, in terms of breeding, I'm actually not sure. I know, I think if... What am I trying to think of? Like, I know in raids, it's not... Or maybe it is possible? I forget. I know when I was trying to get a hidden ability for Snom, or the Frostmoth, you can't run into a Pokemon with a hidden ability, but there is a chance for a Dynamax Pokemon in a raid to have one. That's the only thing I can kind of remember. I might be wrong, I don't know. In raids it's possible, but breeding I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know about breeding. Maybe, I'm not sure. I know, like, wild Pokemon, it's not possible, but raids it is. But breeding, yeah, I'm not sure. I'm leaning towards no, but I wouldn't trust me. Anyways, we're gonna counter everything she says. How did you know? I respect the prosecutor's basic abhorrence of crime. If the methods are ugly and twisted methods will always lead to tragedy. I'm bowing. The lunch lady's uninformed opinion is duly noted. Even that they are used to erasing inconvenient evidence at their whim. Telling off a detective that knew too much is merely an extension of that. To start, do you have something personal against prosecutors? I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator. If I hadn't been laid off by those prosecutors over there, I'd still be one. Laid off? She was fired. To me, prosecutors are nothing more than worms. That said, I'm a pro, as you know. My testimony is unbiased and flawless. Very well, you may continue. Okay. BRB. Okay. This boyfriend, is the detective? Not that boyfriend, the security guard. That boyfriend? Have several? Yes, this boyfriend, that boyfriend, the other boyfriend. Care to join? The yet another boyfriend position is still open for applicants. I'll stick with the lunches, thanks. Note to self, the judge had to think before replying. The security guard room is in the lot in A block. Yeah, we know this. It's up on the second level, so you can see everything from there. That'll be the room with the security sign. Incidentally, did you bring your lunchboxes by car? Since I'm a visitor now, I parked in B block. So she was in B block when she witnessed the crime. Interesting. Anyways, the ones with the purple lights have a higher chance of getting a hidden ability when it comes breeding. The female parent has the higher chance of passing down. Oh. I didn't know that. Oh! That scared me. I went to put my hand on, I smacked the one of the buttons. You sensed something? So you're saying you had a premonition of the murder? Felt like... how would you say? Oh yes. It was like the feeling you get when you view a pumpkin chock full of seeds. I have no idea what that means. Speaking of a detective's intuition, isn't the victim, Mr. Bruce Goodman, also a detective? Yes, well, he was like a young cheese. Young cheese? Pale white cheese, not yet tangy with experience on the streets. A greenhorn. It must be hard yellowed and sharp as a tack. Yeah, with the odor of an old cheese to match. Damn. Back in I see, well, I guess this is gonna take a while. Yeah, well, if you want that perfect Pokemon, it'll take a lot of your time. In any case, there in the lot, I felt something stirring in the back of my mind. So I finished our Chief Prosecutor. Yep. So we're gonna hold it. My garish car, you mean? Mr. Edgeworth's car, yes. Mr. Edgeworth's? Incidentally, the knife with the the knife with which the victim was stabbed was also Mr. Edgeworth's, wasn't it? Indeed it was. What an odd case this is. The person you saw, you're sure it was a defendant? I saw her from no further than 30 feet away. I'm certain it was her. She's telling the truth, we're doomed. Let's just do what we can. Even if we don't have any proof, we can always nitpick. Witness, in your testimony, you clearly stated the following. Prosecutors are nothing more than worms. Ergo, you are a biased witness. You might want to keep those silly opinions to yourself in the future, rookie. Huh? Rookie? Unless you're willing to risk the consequences of doubting me, I'll fry you like a fritter, crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside. That was inspiring. I believe I've heard that tagline somewhere, or elsewhere. You could cry plagiarism? I may be relegated to the lowly post of lunch lady, but my instincts are honed. A photograph? You took this? When I witnessed the crime, my reflexes took over and snapped, I took a picture. In fact, one of my lunchboxes is rigged with a camera. I suppose that's more exciting than just hanging it around your neck. Witness, why am I only seeing this photograph just now? Can I show it to you, prosecutor? Think again. Damn. My boyfriend works in the photography division of criminal affairs. Oh, this is most certainly the defendant. Uh-oh, that is unmistakably Lana Skye. So, what was the defendant doing at the time? The prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Tell me more about this knife that the suspect was carrying. I'll say the blade was about 4 inches long. Is that right, Mr. Edgeworth? It is your knife, after all. Yes, that's about right. Prosecutors are by nature well versed in the location of a man's vital organs. I'm sure it was easier than boiling an egg for my egg salad surprise set. You can't testify as to her ability to kill an egg. I mean a person. Perhaps a chicken salad set would have been a better metaphor. So the defendant was holding a knife. What then? Tell the court why you didn't try to stop this crime. You did see her raise a knife to strike, no? The defense has a point. Fortunately, by the time I realized what was going on, it was already too late. Too late? Yes. The next moment, the chief prosecutor the chief prosecutor brought down the murder weapon. I see. It's only a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. We can make it. I've seen that before. Anything else? Scientifically speaking, Star's testimony is flawless. Sounds pretty fatal to me. What do we do? Is this it? Is my sister guilty? Let's just keep our heads cool and press the witness a bit, shall we? For some reason, having her panicking next to me makes me calmer. Don't smile like that. Smiling because someone else is panicking. Alright, let's see. What can we use? box. No. Not this. Let's look at this one more time. Save before I do this. The old classic save. Alright, in her right hand. Objection! And you witnessed this? You saw Miss Sky stab the victim with a knife. As I've already said, yes. I swear it on my finest salmon swirl lunch. I'm sure that is a fine lunch. I want that. Isn't it odd? Look at this photograph. I think keep on... Anyways, this is the photograph you took of the very moment of the crime, is it not? Why is Miss Sky not holding a knife? Ahem. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Objection. In red, too. That had to be the weakest objection ever, Edgeworth. Yet it was still stronger than your ever feeble mind, Mr. Wright. What do you mean? This photograph was not taken the moment before the stabbing. This was taken the moment after the stabbing. Objection! And how can you tell that? Blood splatter? Huh? See the dark crimson stains on the chief prosecutor's coat? But it's a black and white photograph. Ah, yes, it's hard to tell, but this could be blood. Well, Mr. Wright, I see no problem here. I just point at the end. No problem except you. Damn. Mr. Wright, are you going to just sit there and take that kind of abuse? Ah, you got a better idea? Object nonetheless. Wait, that contradicts what the witness said in her testimony. Namely, that she took the picture the moment she witnessed the crime. Well, it seems I was slightly unclear. My apologies. That's it. If you run out of lunch, you order seconds. Problem solved. If you don't like it, try ordering the jumbo-sized lunch from the get-go. Good advice. I'm not sure I understood it, but good advice. And, I didn't have time to stop her. Prosecutor Sky was cold, calculating like a robot. Angel is the older sister? No, Lana is the older sister. The one holding the knife right now, that's Lana Sky, which is the little girl with the shades. That's her older sister. Angel is, or used to be, an investigator who just sells lunch, and she witnessed the older sister commit the murder and took photo. And took a photo of it. He killed without pain or remorse. It was a premeditated murder. God, that word messed me up. Premeditated? How do you know? It's all good. Yeah, it's something. If you're confused about something, you can just ask. I'll try my best to answer. Look at the chief prosecutor's hands in that photograph. Oh, are those gloves? Searching for gloves made of thin rubber, most likely. Why would she have those on? If it was not premeditated, she would not be wearing those gloves. Wah. Wah. These gloves do seem to tell a tale of premeditation. Premeditated murder, a serious offense. Witness, add this to your testimony. Murder was planned, the rubber gloves prove it. What if she was just in the habit of wearing gloves, like driving gloves? Gloves were admitted as evidence when the defendant was arrested. They were rubber gloves of the kind used for autopsies. In other words, when the chief prosecutor came to the crime scene, he came to do murder. It's the only possible conclusion one can make. Everything was planned. It was a premeditated crime. Ah! Impressive. I'm sorry they took you off the force, Miss Star. This is bad. Just got them thinking this was all planned. She can prove this claim. The trial's already over. You gotta think of a way to show that this wasn't premeditated. It's only a flashlight. Yeah, what could we use? Oh, oops. Okay, I feel like we definitely need to counter this last statement. The old save file. Classic. Now what do we use? I know it's this last one, right? Oh, we could just present, like, everything until we get the right one. If it is the statement counter. But I don't know. Try to check which ones it is. Not this. Maybe it's no. Load file. Don't save, God. I know some whatchamacallit, some evidence wouldn't work because I just don't see how it would fit. Like the phone, for example, I don't know how that would. You know what? Okay, just making sure. Which one? Oops. Oh, the knife. There we go. I totally knew that the entire time. Witness, do you know what this is? Are you trying to test me? I sell boxed lunches for a living, you know? That's a knife. The knife. A knife that was in Mr. Edgeworth's trunk. Indeed it is my knife. This case. Bloody murder weapon, a red car, all belonging to the prosecutor there. That is the chief prosecutor for the district, right? Wow, our prosecutors bad people. There's like a little kid in this freaking courtroom. The defense has a request. We ask that the witness provide an accurate testimony. What's that, Rookie? In your testimony, you stated that Lana Skye planned this murder, and that's why she was wearing those special gloves. Seems like a natural conclusion to me. The gloves do indicate planning. However, why would she not also prepare the most important thing, the murder weapon? Oh. This knife just happened to be in the trunk of that car. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to plan a murder, you don't forget the weapon. Whoa. Okay, there we go. You see, I knew this the entire time. I was just acting. Great, now the tide is turning in our favor. Great show, Mr. Wright. My sister's as good as free. No, I don't know about that. Right. I believe the next lunch you'll be eating is humble pie. What? I hope you weren't deluding yourself into thinking that the tide has turned. Not over such a trifling detail. This shoots a hole in the whole premeditated theory. Bah. Prosecution could care less if it was premeditated or not. The only one who seems to care is that lunch lady over there. The defendant, Lana Skye, murdered a detective with a knife. That is the only thing the prosecution need prove. Nothing else. Very good, Mr. Prosecutor. I suppose you think you're clever now. But you know as well as I do that she planned on killing him. It was planned. If it wasn't, why would she have been wearing... I believe I'd like to hear your testimony again. Witness, please tell us only what you saw, not what you thought. How dare you? My powers of deduction are not to be underestimated. Really now. Lana Skye intended to murder Detective Goodman. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. I'm sure the chief prosecutor had a grudge against the victim. Nothing else could drive that human machine to plunge the knife in again and again. The victim was summoned from the police department to the prosecutor's office. It does sound a lot like premeditation, doesn't it? So if I ordered a pizza, does that mean I'm planning to kill the delivery boy? In any case, the defense may now cross-examine the witness. Okay. Hold it! You said that, but you haven't told us how you know. That's what I'm talking- wait, what? That's what I'm about to tell you, Rookie. What she just said was a mere prelude to the story she's about to tell. Okay. Never interrupt the storyteller. It's like pulling a bun out of the oven half-baked. It's half-baked here, alright? It's you. Try not to confuse the defense witness. They're not very quick on their feet. Just call me stupid. No proof that Miss Skye called him there. You have no proof that she didn't. Now, Mr. Edgeworth, thoughts? There's no record of a call made on the defendant, Miss Lana Skye's phone. She might have written him a letter. Come on, you could have tried public phone first at least. In any case, the victim came to the prosecutor's office where he was murdered. Sure, he had a reason to be there. Why do you think it was the suspect who summoned the victim that day? A grudge, she said. What kind of grudge? Well, I wouldn't know that. Of course you don't, because she didn't have a grudge. Rookie, I have a lunchbox here. Now, what's inside? How am I supposed to know? See, we agree there is a lunchbox here, but we don't know what's inside. A person's life is like a lunchbox with pretzels, don't you agree? I Get it, that's why my lunch was so salty. This judge isn't very good with metaphors. The suspect had a grudge against Detective Goodman. Can you tell us your basis for thinking this? It's simple. Nothing else could drive the human... Okay. I think I know what to counter, but let me just do this first. A human machine, that's a contradiction. Please. You find fault with something out of substance, Mr. Wright? What's up, Mr. Edwards' sigh smells like citrus fruit. You say it again and again. How many times did you stab him exactly? We often say chop into 1,000 pieces, but we don't actually mean 1,000 pieces. What difference does it make if the deed is done? She's getting mad at me. Let's just say she stabbed him several times and leave it at that. Leave it at that? This is a murder case, people. Mr. Wright, you should speak up if you have an objection, you know. Mr. Stars turned out to be as short-tempered as she looked when we met her. I think her abilities as a detective really set her off. Short, quick burns out the fastest. They're scientific fact. I wonder, would it depend on the size of the candle? If they add more wax and even a really short wick will burn longer. Obviously, more scientific testing is required. Alright, let's see. Just in case, we're gonna save again. But I'm pretty sure I know the answer, you know, but, you know, there we go. See, my brain is too big. Don't even try. You say she stabbed him again and again, but you couldn't have witnessed that. Are you testing me? Then I'll test you. With my moss surprise. I'm afraid the moss is growing under our feet as we wait, Miss Star. What do you mean? I shouldn't have to explain this, but take a look. The autopsy report states that death was due to a loss of blood from one stab wound. Ah, you're right. Good show, Mr. Edwards. What a hunk, he's my hero, really. What about my objection? No one noticed? Poor Nick is getting bullied by everybody. No witness? You got the crime scene set, right? Oh, thanks. I always believed that no one could ever mistake ketchup for blood, but now I realize that such mistakes are possible. So, you're saying you mistook something for blood? When she lifted her knife, I thought I saw blood at her breast. Splattered blood from her victim. That's why I thought she must have stabbed him at least twice. And tell us what you saw that you thought was blood. Testify. The red muffler looked like blood to me. That's how ghastly the whole scene was. The red muffler? Yeah, it's like a scarf. The chief prosecutor always wears one around her neck. She can be easily hanged at a moment's notice, I suppose. That's right. This guy was wearing a red scarf, wasn't she? Wait, is it odd that you mistook that for splattered blood? Well, people often mistake my beard for a bib. A judge with a bib. That's why this place feels so much like kindergarten sometimes. Actually, I do think I saw some traces of blood on her chest. However, the autopsy report is clear on this matter. There was only one knife wound. And the Star isn't entirely sure of her own testimony. That's right, this is our chance. Chance for what, I wonder? The Star's turned out to be as short. Yeah, we said this already. One more time for extra measure. I don't see a red muffler. Objection! See, you're too dumb for me, man. Don't even try. Objection! The witness is clearly not suited for detective work. What? The suspect was not wearing a scarf or muffler of any kind when she stabbed the victim. And you've proved it yourself with this photograph. Huh? What that? That can't be. professional lunch lady would be so utterly clueless. Congratulations, perhaps you finally found your true calling in life. Oh, harsh words, but good. Yeah, Mr. Edgeworth prevails. What was my objection, chopped liver? What was there? A scarf? No, not that, but something red, really. Well now, where were we? The witness has given us an entertaining interlude, but back to business. What? Very well, witness. Continue your testimony. You saw the crime and apprehended the suspect. Tell us about that. Very well. I do remember some things accurately, at least. Ultimately, we couldn't shake the most important part of her testimony. The most important part? The part where your sister stabs the victim. This next testimony might just be the moment of truth. Oh boy. After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to her side. I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. Ah yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. The chief prosecutor made to escape, but against Angel Star, resistance is futile. You are quite determined about this scarf, aren't you? I strike like a snake and bite like a cobra. That's me, Angel Star. That wasn't a very good metaphor. First of all, a cobra is a kind of snake. Don't bother me with details unless you want to get bitten. No thanks. Note to self, Mr. Wright is weak against poisonous snake bites. The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. An oil drum? Hard to imagine. Oh, she's beautiful but deadly. A predator, this one, a leopard woman. Very well, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination, if you will. The girl with glasses is sus. The sussy baka. Alright, let's see. Suspect in the run behind the petition to her side. Quickly caught her. Alright, well. Press everything. So where is this partition on the floor plans? I'm sure she means the wall next to the car. That's right. That big wall thing. There's a wall there, about 6 feet high. She was obviously trying to hide herself. Quite a natural thing for a criminal to do. Now what did you do then? I quickly caught her, explained her rights, and then, yeah, we can press that. Say quickly, are you close to the suspect? As I just said, I was only 30 feet away from her the whole time. Maybe I should press her for more details? Yes. I'd like to see this on the floor plans just to be safe. The Lunchland car was... She was a visitor, thus she was parked in B block. So you witnessed the murder from here? That'll make it about 30 feet from the car, yes? Is that correct, Miss Star? Yes, that's right. But there was a chain link fence in front of you. I went over it, of course. Nice, the Kafa Queen Lunch Lady athlete indeed. It would have taken her a little time to climb over the fence. But she couldn't have gotten to my sister that fast. Yeah, that fence was about 9 feet high, too. So how did this guy not get away? Oh, no, that's a pretty good point. She mentioned the muffler. What exactly did she say? If I remember exactly, I would have told you in my testimony. Cheeky. Anyway, all I heard her was, say was the word muffler. Just that one word. So, what you heard wasn't the suspect talking to you, but to someone else? Yes, the chief prosecutor was talking on her phone. Her phone? She can't mean... Her phone, do you mean this cell phone discovered at the crime scene? Yes, ultimately. Ultimately? My memory... It's like a salmon heading upstream, you see. No, the court doesn't seem to start. The chief prosecutor first attempted to use the phone hanging on the wall. Yes, on the wall. Why do people keep repeating what others say like that? Near the car, there was an emergency phone on the wall. Apparently it was out of order. So she used her cell phone? Indeed, the emergency phone was out of order that day. Good witnessing, witness. Good witnessing? Whatever happened to good testifying? You should, of course, add this to your testimony, yeah. Things I do to please this rookie defense attorney. She made to escape. To be more specific, she brushed aside my hand and ran. It's a terrible sight to see, like a dollop of lard on a... What is that? Pate of foie gras? He probably wanted to feel like he wants to be part in it by repeating it, right? It's so many games do that. They're like, oh, they went to the zoo. The zoo? Or like, yeah, you know, I punched him with my left hand. Your left hand? I'm just like, why must you repeat them, man? Like, you know what they said. Anyways, what? If she wanted to escape, why didn't she run the other way? Parking lot entrance. That's right, it doesn't make any sense that she would run from behind the partition to the oil drums. Next time, more mysteries. I saw a few before finding more, though. So this guy tried to run. What kind of sister is so suspicious, mister, right? My sister is suspicious. Yeah, okay, I thought I read it wrong for a second. Not as sorry as I am. But you didn't do it, you have to believe me. Let's see. Maybe I can... Okay, let's save here. Okay, no, not this one. I feel like something... I know something is off with what she said, but I don't know which statement. Quickly caught her. Mentioned a muffler. Wait. Okay, no, not this. I feel like... Ah, man. My brain... I feel the gears turning in my brain. Okay, so... I don't think any of these help. I don't think the autopsy or this will help. The map? There we go. Miss Star, I have to conclude that you have a personal grudge against Miss Lana Skye. The witness is a former detective. Her testimony is unmarred with by personal bias. Yo, what's up, Trip? How's it going? Well, who would have thought you would be my knight in shining armor, prosecutor? You, who together with the chief prosecutor, kicked me out 2 years ago. Well, Miss Star, this is a fatal contradiction with your testimony. How do you explain this? Huh, I don't know what you're talking about. Mess with me, and I'll make you cough it all up. Let's take a look at the Fuller plans. You said you witnessed the crime from this point. However, if that's true, you couldn't possibly have seen Miss Skye making that phone call. Oh, got him. I believe you see what I'm getting at. That emergency phone was on the back side of this partition. If indeed you were in B block, you couldn't have seen it. Wah! What is the meaning of this? It's simple, Your Honor. She's not coughing up lunch, she's coughing up lies. This Quite a claim, Mr. Wright. Perhaps you will allow me a question? What is exactly what lie this witness has told the court? Oh. We can't afford to get this wrong. Okay, well, I'm gonna save just in case. The witness lied about what she saw, where she saw it, order of events. Where? Miss Sky tried to use the emergency phone, but it was out of order. What is significant about this fact? Nothing, therefore it would be pointless for Miss Star to lie about it. What is the lie? I see. To say the witness did actually see Miss Sky using the emergency phone. It would mean Miss Star witnessed the crime from a different location. A different location? That's a pointless lie if I ever heard one. Before you call my lie pointless, at least let me tell it. Chillin', how's it going? Things are going good, you know. We're big braining in this game right now. Let's see, just where was the witness when she saw the crime? All the testimony we've heard until now points in one direction. The place from where Miss Star witnessed the crime was here. If she saw it, okay, so maybe like, I don't know. I mean, it's highly likely that's where she was. You think? It's highly likely. The cavalier attitude stands in stark contrast to your feeble argument, Mr. Wright. Her being there wouldn't change a thing. Oh god, I got it wrong. Okay. Wait, so if she saw this, then maybe the security room? This is the only place where she could have been. Security guard room? Indeed, the security room is in the underground parking lot is well positioned. It's built on the second floor so you can see the entire lot. Huh. She would have been able to see the emergency phone from there. But why there? There are many other places where she could have seen the phone. Wait, did I read that right? Not in this case, Your Honor. The witness, not being part of the prosecutor's office, couldn't park in A block. The only place where she could have seen the crime and the back of the petition is here. I remember in your testimony you said you brought a lunch to your boyfriend in the security guard room, yes? Well, Miss Star? How many years have I been getting the... Wait, what? How many years have I been getting the better of men? I think the tables could be turned. Today a man has got the better of Angel Star. Hehehe. Order, order. Witness, what have you done? You used to be a detective. You should know better. I'm not turning back. The guilty will be punished. And I'll do what I must to make sure justice prevails. Guilty? You're talking about this guy? Now, Mr. Wright, doesn't this strike you as odd? Why did Miss Star lie? It doesn't make any sense. She didn't say make any, she said make sense, but whatever. Huh? She just said she saw the crime from the security guard station. It wouldn't change anything. Exactly. This photograph tells all. It's the defendant who stabbed the victim. That truth still stands. How excited for the new Ace Attorney? I mean, I actually have... I bought Ace Attorney Chronicles, but I haven't played it yet because I've been busy playing other games. Let's see, what? It still stands? I disagree, Mr. Edgeworth. What? Nani? If a witness is found to be lying, they're guilty of perjury. She knows this. She wouldn't risk that without a good reason. Bonk. So tell us what her reason was, Mr. Wright. Huh? Me? Who else? Mr. Wright, let's review what we know. Too many games, not enough time. It's just like, they keep dropping so many games, and I'm trying to buy all these games, but I can't play all these games. It's hard to keep up. Pain. The Star witnessed the crime from the security guard station. But she lied and said she saw it from B block. Must make a vital difference, but what? What would change? Distance. It changes the distance between her and the scene of the crime. My condolences, Mr. Wright, but one look at the floor plans and it's quite clear. The distance between the scene of the crime and the guard station is 30 feet. I don't see how that would change what she could see. What she saw is not in question here. What matters is the time it would take her to reach the scene of the crime. Miss Starr, you witnessed the crime from the security guard station. Now, how long did it take you to go from there to the scene of the crime where you arrested Miss Skye? Well, witness? You... Yes? You ordered the squid wheels, right? The quality of my lunches has gone from low to inedible. I was bringing up PB&J lunch with fresh boysenberry jam to my boyfriend. And a boysenberry for the boyfriend. He wasn't in the station, so I waited. I witnessed the crime from the glass-walled station. And before I knew what I was doing, I found myself running toward the scene. But the door was locked. I couldn't open it. Oh my god, where's she going? You want a whole... Okay, there it is. Went on a whole adventure. That's why I have to go through the visitors parking in B block. It's quite a detour. It is quite a detour. Probably took me at least 5 minutes to get to the scene of the crime. 5 minutes? Changes things considerably. But it was that woman over there in the defendant's chair who stabbed him. I know it. I have photographic evidence. I swear it. I swear it on my finest plastic spork. You have a point, and the spork is a wonderful invention. Would you like another caviar lunch? Absolutely. Uh-oh. Mr. Wright, you have to do something. What? Raise objection. Anyways, I don't know if I do, but, you know, I'm gonna have to risk it. A mass adventure. Massive. 5 minutes between the witnessing of the murder and the arrest. Think about it. You can make pasta in that amount of time. If you like it al dente. I just realized she has a sushi roll hat. Oh yeah, her little like hat thing has like a jelly-filled donut. I've got lunch boxes that tie pasta into knots, rookie. 5-minute blank. Isn't that strange? Strange. If you were a criminal, what would you do with 5 minutes, Your Honor? Well, guess I'd flee the scene. Hey, don't get the wrong idea. I didn't kill anyone. But you have the instincts of a killer. You would run. But this time was different. How many food does she have with her? Yeah, she has like a whole like truckload of food just with her. I'm just imagining while she's in this like witness stand, there's like a stacks of boxed lunches just right next to her. This guy dawdled at the scene of the crime. She even had her picture taken. No true criminal would act this way. It's inconceivable. Well then, it seems we've come to the end of this testimony. The witness has a grudge against the defendant and a blank in her testimony. Mr. Edgeworth is the next witness ready to go? Fortunately, I appear to have overestimated this witness on account of her professional history. We did it. We screwed that can shut, Mr. Wright. That was too close. Bonk. I'm afraid that the cough-up queen has been dethroned. And with that, court is adjourned. That was... Oh. Mr. Edgeworth, you ordered the squid wheels, right? That's the ones you tried to foist off on me. I prefer to not take the defense team's leftovers. Anything else to say? I might be able to save you. I have decisive evidence. What was that? Is this another one of her trick lunchboxes? My apologies, but we have no further questions to ask of you, Miss Star. Ah. Is this your jumbo lunchbox? Woohoo, a triple decker! Why do you say it like that? Woohoo! Deference to the witness determination, I'll allow one more testimony. Let's hear about this decisive evidence. Like the Lunchland motto says, you won't be disappointed. What you going to pull out of our lunchbox this time? Oh my god, this boy. I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene. Now, to the matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this up? 2 types of blood were found on the shoe. One was, of course, the victim's, and the other blood type matched that of the defendant, Miss Lana Sky. The shoe proves it. It's flawless, decisive evidence. What? There was blood found on that shoe? She just carried a bloody shoe with her and didn't say anything? Try Lunchland for all your lunch and decisive evidence needs. This judge is easily persuaded. Yeah, all she did was gave her like 3 boxes of lunch. He's like, whoa, okay, yo, like, keep testifying. Witness, what's the meaning of this? Why is this the first time I've heard of this evidence? Simple, as I've already said. I don't trust you with my evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. That's why I took the liberty of investigating this myself. And you had blood tests performed. Didn't I mention? I have 3 boyfriends in forensics. God. Free foods, let's go. In any case, Your Honor, I can't accept this as evidence. What? You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. Rule number 1, no evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. In other words, this is illegal evidence, at least for the time being. Is that right, Mr. Wright? It seems so. Edgeworth sure is celebrating. Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. Don't forget, I used to be a detective. As I mentioned previously, the shoe has already been tested by a member of the forensics department. As you can see, it was approved by the police department as of today. Even the general public can produce official evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. Got him. Is that right, Mr. Wright? Seems so. Edgeworth is looking pretty solid. You could at least study some evidence law, really. Well, I am sorry. The prosecution's complaints notwithstanding, it appears that this evidence satisfies the first rule of evidence law. However, it seems you have yet another count against you, witness. Anything to ensure that the guilty is properly judged. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Oh boy. What shall we press? Why did you lie about those 5 minutes? As you could say, I just wanted people to look at the results. The results? How many times do I have to say this? I saw the chief prosecutor stab the victim before my very own eyes. Compared to that, a 5-minute blank means nothing. Why didn't you just tell the truth? Don't make me laugh. We're dealing with the most untrustworthy of the vile lot known as prosecutors. Falsified evidence, arranged testimonies, erasing and manipulating evidence. When you fight monsters, you need to use every trick in the book. When the suspect is admitting she did it, she has a squid necklace. Yeah, just a little like, it looked like one of those like sausage, squid, octopus things. False testimony is the most despicable crime of all, Miss Star. Let's just get this over with. And you found the shoe at the scene of the crime? I detained the chief prosecutor and notified the police department. I wanted to make myself useful while I was waiting for the police to arrive. So like an ill-trained pooch, you snuck off with the shoe. I was afraid someone would erase the chief prosecutor's crime. The shoe was my secret weapon if that should happen. See this fashionable basket I have here? It carries more than lunchboxes, gentlemen. I'm happy for you and your lunchbox bag, really. In any case, you removed valuable evidence from the scene of the crime. Tell us what you did next. Hold it! The You brought it to the forensics department? To submit something as evidence in court, you need it approved. To do that, evidence must be analyzed by a forensics expert. She got away with a little coup because she used to be a detective. The shoe does appear to have bloodstains on it. Well, the man was stabbed after all. That blood belonged to the victim, Detective Goodman. As I said, there were 2 types of blood found on the shoe. That she did say. I need a bag like hers, right? She just has a bag big enough to carry all these lunches and evidence and a shoe. She can say for sure the blood belonged to the defendant with the blood test. I know something about blood tests. Well, speak up. Well, blood comes in 4 types, A, B, O, and AB. However, you can't tell from a blood test whether a murder was committed in cold blood. That's just a figure of speech, Mr. Wright. Actually, we can differentiate between millions of types of with all the blood tests out there, which means that we can more or less narrow any sample of blood down to just 1 person. Or so I hear. That's pretty specific. If I had a little more time, I would have gotten DNA test results. They said there's very little doubt it could be anyone's but Miss Lana Skies. The suspect's blood was found on the victim's shoe. It ties her directly to the death of Detective Goodman. I was afraid I was gonna say that. Oh boy. Okay, so... those shoes don't look white to me. Oh, see how my brain is so massive. Unfortunately for you, this shoe is far from being perfect evidence. What? The shoe directly contradicts what we know about the crime. The shoe doesn't fit. Bonk. Order, order. You're claiming there's a contradiction with this shoe? As I said, the shoe doesn't fit what we know about the scene of the crime. Very well, let's hear what Mr. Wright has to say about the shoe. What about the shoe contradicts what we know about the crime? I'll show you. The problem with this evidence is here. What, where? Oh wait, the blood on the bottom of the shoe. Wait, let me try that again. That didn't count. No! Are you kidding me? I gotta do it all again? Can't you load? Oh, I guess I could have loaded. Well, you know what? It's okay. Alright, look. The blood at the bottom. The problem lies in the footprint. The footprint? Note that the bottom of the victim's shoe is covered in blood. Then, isn't it strange? Why weren't any bloody footprints found by the scene of the crime? Aha! As you can see, there were no traces of any such footprints at the scene of the crime. That contradicts your claim about the shoe. This picture only shows part of the floor, so there could have been... what? So there could have been bloody footprints. And where are they, Mr. Edgeworth? Because we checked the scene and found nothing of the sort. Yeah, how's that feel, you stinky? Well, witness? What? Huh? Great going, Mr. Wright, but it's true that the lack of a footprint is a contradiction. But then we have to ask why there wasn't a footprint. Oh, that's true. There has to be a reason why there wasn't a footprint. Think, Mr. Wright, think. Yeah, I don't know why it's not there. I'm just good at finding contradictions. What? I see. Now I get it. Get what? Our witness is more devious than I gave her credit for. We were hoodwinked till the very end. But she slipped. There was one vital hint to the truth in her testimony. What are you talking about? Think back to when she told us about apprehending the suspect. She barked to scare, tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. Oh, she's beautiful but deadly presence. Yep, we heard this. I thought that was a strange thing for the normally cool-headed chief to do. No kidding. Now, witness, allow me to ask a very simple question. This oil drum, was it empty? Oh, that, I'm not sure I like your attitude, Mr. Edgeworth. Well, apparently you're not the slowest conveyor belt in the lunchbox factory. Witness, well, was the oil drum empty? The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water. Water? What does that mean? Still don't get it, Mr. Wright. Do you want to know the reason she knocked it over? The real reason? Aha! You don't mean... Yes, the suspect knocked over that oil drum for one reason and one reason alone. Erase the bloodstains that would become evidence against her. Oh. That ties things up quite nicely. Bloodstains left on the victim's shoe tie her quite clearly to this murder. After the deed was done, she knocked over the oil drum to erase the telltale signs. That's a prosecutor's specialty, erasing evidence. That reminds me, Miss Skye's right hand was hurt. Didn't she say she cut herself when she stabbed him? So that's when my sister's blood got on the shoe? Oh, I see no reason to prolong this trial. Mr. Wright, do something, please! What? What can I do? Your sister has confessed to the crime and she tried to conceal it. What? When the shoe's blood erased the blood too? I don't know, I feel like it's a little weird that her shoe would still be bloodied, or still have blood on it. Enough. There was no need for further debate. The verdict, Your Honor? Very well. But Angel Star's on the prosecutor's side. She could have been lying about the water. This court finds the defendant, Miss Lana Skye. Uh-oh. Little girl, what did you just say? Huh? Me? Did you say that I, Angel Star, was on the prosecution's side? Well, yeah, you are. You're saying my sister hid evidence by erasing the bloody footprints. Well, I thought you had had your fill, but here you are, demanding a second helping. Another lunchbox. A lunchbox called evidence. Wait, witness, don't tell me you have something else. Objection! I wouldn't think water would erase the blood that easily. Yeah, right? It's a little strange. Time for deliberations has passed. Any further comments and you will be held in contempt of court. The threats don't scare the cough-up queen. Look at this. Oh. Well. Photograph? I had it just in case anyone had the gall to suggest that the white shoe didn't belong to the victim. And I see no room for error in this case. Mr. Wright, wait. Look at the asphalt in this photo. Hey, it's clearly wet. Erasing the last trace of doubt from the court's mind. Immediately after the murder, the crime scene was washed with water. Oh, sorry, Mr. Wright. I guess I couldn't help after all. It's not your fault. I knew I couldn't win this case from the beginning. And it seems this is what your sister wanted anyway. I'm sorry, Mia. Oh no. Wet or not. Oh, don't be so quick to throw in the towel. Get yourself up off the asphalt. Take another good look. Don't give up. Not until the bitter end. last piece of evidence. Very well. This time I'd like to declare a verdict for good.
Objection!
Your Honor, wait. What is it with you people? Can't I hand down my verdicts in peace anymore? Whatever it is, can it wait? No, it can't. Well, then it'll be too late. Look at this photograph, the last one submitted. This trial isn't over until we give each piece of evidence proper consideration. So, right? Are you saying there's a problem with this latest piece of evidence? Yeah. I'll think later. Okay, I'll save here. Because I have a feeling I'll have to go something. So since we've come this far, we should give every claim a fair shake. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show the court the problem in this photograph. Oh. What's this thing over here? Also, I feel like it's either this or this. Well, I saved, so I might as well just pick one and then... The promised photograph is here. What's this? There's something poking out of the car's muffler. Wait just a moment, Mr. Edgeworth. Your Honor. You just said muffler. However, I see no trace of a muffler or scarf of any kind in this photograph. A muffler is also a part on a car or motorcycle, Your Honor. Just think of it as part of the exhaust system, a pipe. I see, and I see. What's that suspicious-looking claw sticking out from the car's muffler? So what if there's something sticking out of the muffler? What does that have to do with this case? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Objection. Sorry, Miss Starr, but it's not going to be that easy. In fact, you've already told us why this is important to the case. You said as much in your testimony. What? Let's hear what Mr. Wright has on his mind. Tell us why you think this piece of cloth and this muffler is related to this case. Oh, shit. Well... Miss Starr, recall your testimony for the court. Yeah, she mentioned the muffler. We've heard this. Muffler. Ah, yeah. Could it be that the muffler you heard mentioned is actually this exhaust pipe? If so, that means this piece of cloth is vital evidence. Whoa. Well, it seems we'll have to suspend the proceedings. Sus! Sus! What's wrong with me? Okay, anyways. I find myself wondering about that piece of cloth. Sus! She said sus! If we leave any questions unanswered here, do a disservice to the law. Have the car at the crime scene inspected at once, and bring me that cloth. The verdict will wait until after we've seen all the evidence. Agreed? Suppose so. That was close, not a close. But we made it. At least for now. Bonk. This court will adjourn for a 30-minute recess. It's lunchtime after all. He's still hungry? She said the word. Sus. Mr. Wright? Huh? What? Are like this with you? Like you're swimming up from the bottom of a lake about to reach the surface? But no matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get there? All this thinking and talking is making me hungry. He just loves eating, huh? So today we're swimming in quicksand. So what happened to your sister anyway? Apparently she got called off to the judge's chambers. Probably something to do with that piece of cloth. Yeah, right, it's relatable. Can relate. So, this is where we turn this trial around, right? Our only weapon, a tiny, insignificant piece of cloth. I'm the one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant, to tell the truth. Hola, partner. Oh god. You say you show a red cloth to a bull, it'll fire up his temper. That's what they told me when I was a youngin', at least. Officer Marshall? Thought I'd come take a look, see how the trial's going. Looks like I'm late. We got the home ranch locked down, tighter than a fort in enemy territory. Hard to slip out, huh? What is going on over there anyway? All the police I've seen these last 2 days have been really on edge. You got enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre? You could be worrying about the chief's prosecutor's taste in mufflers, for example. Officer Marshall? The whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with scarves. She wasn't even wearing a scarf. Don't say. No, don't that just beat all. I've seen the red breeze blow at her slender neck many a time. I saw it today too. Or, I saw it that day too. She was wearing a red muffler. What? At the award ceremony that afternoon. Edgeworth's seen it too, I'd reckon. What does that mean? In the photograph she taken at the crime scene, she wasn't wearing a scarf. So the star wasn't mistaken. Well, it's about time. Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns. Sometimes you just gotta let that bull go where it will. Time will tell. Ugh, I have a bad feeling about this. So, what are we swimming in now, Mr. Wright? If it's steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs. Ooh, what? Ooh-wee? What is ooh-wee? Also, I feel like this court is like, this is the longest. Anyway, this court like trial feels like it's taking like 10 hours. I'd like to resume. So the judge seems looking over at the prosecution. Is something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Your face is blue, your lips are purple, you're sweating bullets. That furrowed brow, those grinded teeth, those watery eyes. What's more, your eyes are unfocused. You're doubled over, your back is bent. It can't be. This can't happen. I wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, my stomach is growling. I'm actually hungry myself. He has to go to the restroom. Probably. Well, then I believe it is time we continue on with this trial. During our recess, I had requested that the prosecution conduct an investigation. This is unacceptable! Seems our prosecutor is quite beside himself. Excuse me, knock knock. Who's there? Oh, hello. What's with this guy? Strange stuffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom. Hey, the temperature rose 5.7 degrees when that man came in. What on earth is he? The way he just blinks. Ah, it's you. Say something, man. Okay, I thought my game froze. Oh, heh. Sorry I'm late, Uji. The rows are packed. It's just me. How can I see you, Uji? How you been? Swim much these days? Hello. No, I've been so busy. Busy, snoozy, Uji, my boy. You have to make time to relax. Yes, indeed. Uji. Seems to be a nickname for the judge. Afraid you're right. Very afraid. I'm sorry, but who are you? Ah, so you're Rido, the attorney. Heard good things about you, son. Thanks. So sorry about a little worry giving you all the trouble, eh? we should all go swimming together sometime. Jolly. Little Worthy? Mr. Wright, you don't know the district chief of police? Chief of police? He's the top-ranking police officer in the entire district. His face is like, really, bro? You didn't know me? Name's Gant. Damon Gant. Or is it Damon? I'm pretty sure it's Damon. Pleased to meet you, everyone. Pleased to meet you, everyone. So, to what do we owe this honor today? It's been over 2 years since you last came to this courtroom, hasn't it? Oh, it's Worthy here. Look at this poor fellow. He's so popular that how come we never heard of him? Yeah, right? I thought I'd help out by bringing this. Hey, that's my sister's muffler. The star wasn't just seeing things. When the crime occurred, this guy really was wearing that muffler. I think that it was stuffed into that exhaust pipe. On Little Worthy's car, no less. It's really quite embarrassing, even for us. What's this? It's what you'd call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, this. Chief, what kind of outfit are you running? Mr. Edgeworth, how could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? If your investigators are this lax, how do you expect us to do our job? Now, wait a minute, Worthy. I have no desire to hear your excuses. I'm telling you to wait. Or didn't you hear me? Have a look at this document where it says person in charge of investigation. There's no mistaking that signature is there. Miles Edgeworth? That's not fair. On the day of the crime, I had your head in the clouds because you got that award. I know how you feel. And you're the person in charge. I'll expect a written apology. What? Are you serious? Don't be too upset. We'll find a way to clean up this mess that you made. This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss for words. This kind of major blunder is unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth. Yeah. The court accepts this new evidence, but I'd like to ask the defense a favor first. Yes? Just to be sure, I'd like to take a look at the blade of this knife. The blade, Your Honor? Well, I don't see why not. Could you open it up for me, I wonder? Yes, well, I think all you have to do is push that switch and... If I cut my finger, Mr. Wright, I won't be able to pound my gavel anymore. Yeah, but if I cut my finger, I won't be able to point it at people anymore. Come on, just hurry up and open it. Oh my god, they're really gonna... Take your time. Yeah, go what? Yeah, thank you. Anyways. Ah, don't scare me like that. I'm the one who's scared. Look at this knife blade. This tip is broken off. And this dark red stain. Blood? Oh, wow. This does not excuse the actions of the police department. I would like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself. Terribly sorry, but could I ask you to testify for us? Oh no, they cut chocolate with it. And it broke too, no less. About the split between the prosecutors and the police, and this knife. Sure thing, not a problem, not even a little one, really. What? We have to do more? Ugh. Might be special, but I can't say how here. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. The detective was killed at the police department, see? What a mess. Time of the crime, 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh? It's not officially linked to this here case, so I can't talk much about it. There was a murder at the police department? A detective? It's hush-hush information, Uji. We haven't exactly announced it yet. Chocolate was frozen. Wait a second, you said 5:15. That's the exact time that Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Order, order, order. Anyway, we at the department were all aflustered, as you might well assume. We're in the middle of a top secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay? I understand the police department's situation. Well, Mr. Wright, 2 detectives killed at the same time in 2 different places. Chances of that are really slim, scientifically speaking, of course. I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness. Oh god. Do I even have time for this? Alright, we'll try to cross-examine this one thing, and then I guess I'll have to end it midway, which is kind of annoying, but... we'll see. Hard to come by this particular knife anywhere else. Might that explain? Or might that special thing be this little tag? Oh, sorry, Ryder, but I can't say that now. Not that. Established that the knife in Goodman's chest was this knife. Why was there another knife at the scene of the crime? A mystery. Like a mystery, it's wrapped in something. A muffler. Alright, let's see. From right. Might be this note. Wait a second. Ah, at last, an honest to goodness objection. This knife. This has something to do with Detective Goodman. What do you mean? Ah, an honest to goodness, what do you mean from Mudgy? This is great. Look at the tag on this knife. It reads SL92. And it's important why. Over here we also have a memo that was on the body of the victim. What's this? 6 minus 7S 12 2? Your Honor, it's upside down. Printed name on the memo makes it look like it's right side up. But turn it around, what do you get? SL9. See, my brain is too big. I already knew that. Ah, whoever wrote this note was holding the paper upside down. SL9. It's the same thing that is written on the knife's tag. Order. Well, Chief? Ah, well, I guess the cat's out of the bag. You win, righto? I win? Huh. What game is this guy playing? Wait, what? Two detectives were killed at 5:15. One at the prosecutor's office and one at the police department. Can't be a coincidence. That knife. What was it doing there? Better check this knife out. Yeah, we did. Let's see. I want to continue, but like... do you remember that one? It sounds so... where have I heard this? brain. It's music. Sakai. Oh yeah, right. Wasn't it like we thought it was a number, but it was like a name, and that was upside down too. Leon, I think, right? Yeah. I remember. Right. I can't keep up. Okay. You know what? Let me save. Okay, don't, it's late. I'll probably, okay, I don't want to leave Trials midway, but I have, it's running late on my end, and I have stuff I need to do. So, I'll leave it midway, and I'll come back to it. Maybe, see, I would say next week, but I might be really busy next week, so I don't think I'll be able to stream the entire week from there. Unless I, like, continue this to Friday and push my Arceus game to, like, a different day. Maybe we should save it next time? Yeah, let me save. I know what? I will finish the rest next time. And I'll push the Arceus game, like the Arceus stream, to a different day. I think that's, yeah, I'll probably do that. I would keep going, I wish, but I said earlier, but I do have things, I still have some things left undone, and it's a little late on my end. So before we end it, I'll check if anyone's live. I think I saw it's early. Bro, I live like 3 hours in the future from where you live, so it's not early to me. Let's see. Angel is live. He's playing Gran Turismo 7. 7 of these games. It's crazy. But yeah, that's, I'm sorry to have to end this midway. But I will come back to this. I appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully we can finish this next time. I'm probably sure we can. It's like I don't mind you, episode 5 I'm a little like not completely knowledgeable about. I've only known like the first 4. 5 I'm a little in the dark, so you know, I'm figuring this out too most of the time. Buy me a Korean barbecue. How expensive that is. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Apologies for the stopping midway. I'll be sure to come back to it and finish it soon as possible. Let me just type in his username. Thank you for a stream. Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. Hopefully you guys have hope you guys have a good one. Let me try to. Okay. Why isn't it working? Alright, there we go. Make sure I'm spelling it right. Okay. There we go. He's playing Gran Turismo 7. I don't know if any of you play that, but yeah. Hope you guys have a good one. I'll end it here, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Bye guys, I'll see you later. Let's go raid him.